Hi, 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 hi. How's it going, everyone? I hope you all are having a great day. I hope you all are having a good Tuesday. Hi, Jess. Hi, Coffee. Hi, hi. How are y'all doing today? I have had an okay day. Um, it's been okay. Work has been fine. Hi, Holness. Hi, hi. Tuesday means it's halfway to Wednesday. Sure, I guess. Sort of. I guess it depends on what you're looking at. Um, Wednesday means it's halfway through the week. I mean, I guess. Tuesday is, I think, the worst day of the week. But, hi Wiz, hi hi. Lurking, but will be judging your choices, shaking my head approvingly or disapprovingly, depending. Alright, noted. I'll be sure to think to myself, I wonder if Wiz approves / disapproves, and then picture you shaking your head. Or nodding. My Tuesday has been good. Work is okay, but I had therapy this morning, so I'm feeling good. Hell yeah. I love that for you. Therapy is so good. I should get a therapist. I definitely should get a therapist. Therapists are the agents of the state. I'll send you her card. Well, I don't know if I can get a therapist that's, like, out of state, right? Because they're in, like, they take insurance. Do not interact. Some therapists take insurance. I guess it depends on what's going on. Anyways. I have had an okay day. Today's stream might be weird. It might be normal. You see, my brother is out of state for a work trip, which means I am taking care of, the wub wub and the boy, the most handsome boy, all by myself. And they have both been very, like, off their usual schedule today. So, like, there may be a time where I have to go up and feed them or let them out. That kind of thing. It remains to be seen. We'll just have to wait and see. You know, who knows with these two troublemakers. Is Doggo still waiting for cat food? No, we went on a real walk today. It was actually very nice out today. And, like, I would say, like, 80% of the foot of snow melted. And so we went for a walk. And as soon as we got back from the walk, she, like, scarfed her food. I was like, okay, well, that's good. That's good, at least. But that was her first meal of the day, so I'm like, I don't know if she needs more or what, you know? But the boy also hasn't been fed, so I don't know. You just have to send us pet pics as repayment. I sent them this morning, Jess. They're in the Fluff channel. I know, I meant more. Fine, fine. I'll send more. Ruby's gonna get the side eye right now. Oh, Ruby. Good girl. Alright. There you go. I've taken a picture of her. Like, if you have to get up and take care of them, you owe us. Listen, I'm preemptively getting you a picture. Here's Ruby. Cause she's laying, like, next to me. Hi, Scar! Hi. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a great Tuesday. There you go. There's a picture of Ruby. I have been doing alright, though. Aside from, the pets, work was fine. Puppy, yeah, she's great. She's actually a very old lady, but that just means she's just a puppy still. I'm okay, I just got done flooding your Enfield inbox with blueprints. Oh! Well, thank you. I will take a look at those after stream and probably build most of them, or, like, downscale them or something. We'll see. Because I'm guessing most of them are probably too big? Well, maybe. It depends on what they're making. Because I don't have the area increases yet. Or the depot buses yet. But my entire core AIC zone, or whatever the main one is in the hub, is completely empty. So having to stop myself from making heinous comment. Why? Just say it. Now you have to say it. Now you have to say it, Jess. The buildings are there and they are labeled, so that's what matters. Okay, thank you. What's the lowest I can put someone in timeout? If Jess doesn't say it. I need someone to flood my box. Oh, that's not that bad. That's not that bad. Surely we have said more heinous things here. I've had better. I mean, that's also true. Not my best work. I'll put Jess in Enfield artificing hell instead. Alright, bet. Oh, lordy. I'm scared. But, today we are playing, low chance of improvement? Scar, I don't know what that means, but if it means what I think it means, I'm gonna fucking hate this game. Oh, lordy. Okay. But I am... We're playing Scarlet Hollow today. Wait, I love repeated monotonous tasks, hell yeah. Anything for a cute woman, right? And Scar is very cute. But we are playing Scarlet Hollow. The last time we played Scarlet Hollow, we became old. Nuh-uh, uh-huh. Yeah, right. But we became old. There was a ghost, that our family had wronged in the past. And, the ghost basically was like, you or your cousin, someone from your lineage has wronged me. Someone of your lineage must give up years of their life. And we made the decision to give up the years of our life, which made us old. And Yeah, I guess we'll see what happens from here. I really, really, really don't know. It's also not clear how old we became. So, I guess we'll see. On Thursday, we're playing more Skyrim. Just continuing Dawnguard. Pretty straightforward stuff. Get transitioned. All of you. Okay, that joke is way funnier to me than it actually is. Finally. Oh, lordy. What is this? Okay, that's nothing. Okay. I guess we're doing this, because we can play this on controller, right? Please tell me we can play this on controller. I forget every time, but I'm pretty sure we can. Yeah, we can. Alright. No, I'm good for now. Hi, Cassie! Hi. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a great day. What may this be? This is Scarlet Hollow. Here, I'll go to the title screen here. This is Scarlet Hollow. And it's a... it's a visual novel in which you make choices. The setting is a small, rinky-dink town in the Appalachian Mountains in North Carolina. And the town is, like, haunted, basically, but we have family here. We're coming for our aunt's, funeral. And crazy shit happens. A guy died. We were in a mine, and there was a cave-in that crushed a kid's foot. She ended up having to lose the foot. And most recently, we went to solve a haunted house. There was a ghost in the house, and the ghost in the house was, like, wronged by our great-great-grandfather. And so he was like, we need to make, like, for me to be put to rest, I need to take years of your life. And I was like, alright. And that's pretty much it. There's a lot more going on, but that's, like, the roughest synopsis in the history of the world. Note, the decision you made in episode 3 bears heavy physical consequences. And a visual reminder of those consequences will follow you for the rest of the game. You can reduce the intensity of this visual reminder or remove it entirely at any point in the preferences. Well, alright, that's a bit shoot. There's a lot. Yes, there's a lot. In fact, why don't we start, we'll just do the in-game recap. And go from there. We'll do the full recap. Let me get some water in me. The funeral of Pearl and Scarlet, your cousin's mother, and your aunt, seemed like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Welcome to our family's humble estate. This is Tabitha, our cousin. Fortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I won't go wandering anywhere else. If you value your limbs, the floors have been known to give out. Afraid. This is Dustin. He lives in our dresser for some reason. We built him a nice nest. Thank you. The slime model was built by melonminty_, I believe, on Twitter. The link to her Twitter is in the description, I believe. But thank you. It's $25, a cool $25 USD. This is Stella. Stella is known to she's a cryptozoologist. She makes YouTube videos, and this is her dog Gretchen. At the very beginning of the game, you have several options for like character perks. Our perks is that we can sense like the mystical things that give us like premonitions, and also we can talk to animals. And Gretchen, this dog, is our fucking goat. She's so good. Hold the camera for me while I narrate against the darkening sky, that sort of thing. You'll eat those words. This is Duke. You'll eat those words when I come carrying a mountain lion corpse out of those woods at dawn. This is the ditchlings. A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of Stella's flashlight while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. Can you hear the sweet whispers of new growth? There's these horrifying things, right? You can see one of them is attacking Duke, the other is attacking the dog. We end up saving the dog, and Duke dies. Duke grapples with the thing as it grabs a shotgun, pushing the barrel out of the way as it grasps for Birdie with oddly jointed limbs. While Stella stares in shocked silence as if paused, watching as the other creature attempts to wrestle Gretchen into the darkness, her desperate cries going unheeded. You die for Gretchen, attempting to snatch her away from that thing's misshapen hands. Oh, Nori, my hero. You can see she talks. Because we can talk to dogs. You manage to grab her, but the creature isn't deterred. It rears back on its hind legs, its mouth opening, whispered tones sliding out along... This is a horror game, for the record, in case that wasn't clear. Sliding out alongside something sharp and unnatural. But then there's the deafening blast of Duke's shotgun, and suddenly it is gone. And Duke dies. What do we do? So keep an eye on her for us, make sure she doesn't get into any more trouble. We called the cops. This guy is a dead guy that's been following us around. Hi, hello, welcome home. This is Sam Wayne, aka our cousin's ex-boyfriend. Hi, Rain. Hey, hi. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a great Tuesday. This is Kanika and Sybil. Sybil is also, like, supernaturally gifted, I guess. And Kanika, her daughter, is, together they run the general store. And Kanika, who's in the middle here, is like a skeptic. She's a big-time skeptic. My grandmother used to talk about pale ditchlings, pale creatures called ditchlings. She always said they were a terrible omen, a sign of suffering to come. So that was day 1. This is day 2. You can see that we made a thing for Dustin, and that's for Dustin. You better stay out of trouble today. I want you home by sunset. That's Frofro in the background. She's a cat. She's French, and she hates everything. We told Avery, who's the NB person who works at the diner. I'm unwell today, but it's good to be here. I hope you have a better evening than you had day today. And hopefully you can feel better. And then this is Oscar. Rosalina is his daughter. He's the one with the haunted house. This is Dr. Kelly. Reese is their friend who's, like, sick. Love You Two Hand is probably beyond what he can manage right now. So we went to the mine to investigate and ask around. And this guy keeps following us. He says, I'm the only person in this town who truly cares about your safety. Don't forget that. Even if it's already too late to stop what's going to happen. And we see Rosalina uh, sneaking into the mine. We end up calling our this mine, for the record, had a cave in a couple hundred years ago when child workers were still a thing. Vending machine out of good snacks. It's over. God, that's terrible. God, that's really sucks. I'm so sorry, Jess. That's really awful. But we called our cousin. Um, and then we went into the mine and found a bunch of teenagers hanging out in the mine that collapsed a million years ago. And okay, don't say that and don't do that, please, Jess. Uh, have a mediocre snack instead. All right, Holly, shut the fuck up. But the kids run off deeper into the mine. Oh, she doesn't care. Homeless, you especially should know that I don't like people making that kind of joke. Like, Jess is still relatively new, so I give her a pass. But you definitely don't have a pass. I apologize. You're good. It's fine. But we see this giant crest thing in the mine, and then we like have a hallucination, and everything's like going poorly. We end up saving the awful kids who like ran off, and one of them turns out to be like an okay friend. Rosalina gets her foot crushed, and then we go home. And Dustin has a mom. This is Janie. This is our cousin's housekeeper. Her husband is the pastor, and we found out the pastor can talk to animals as well. This guy is Bo. He's Duke, the guy who died in the first chapter's son. His giant pumpkin is missing. But we spent some bonding time with our cousin, asking about the family history, and then we met the mayor. This is the mayor. They have a dog mayor. I don't know why this recap has no music, what to speak of. But it turns out the dog mayor is a fraud who doesn't give a shit about the town. Gretchen, who is our character's favorite dog, was like, I never voted for you. It's very funny. The dog mayor is very much. He's like, I care about tourism to this tiny rinky-dink town. I don't care. We gotta quiet down all the misdeeds, everything that's going wrong in the town. He's like, I don't care about the townspeople's safety, even though he's a dog. It's very funny. This is the pastor, who we think is cursed, but we find out that he can talk to animals as well. This is Reese. We think it's likely that there's another like haunted thing in his house, which is why he's like chronically ill. But his mom is a doctor, and she doesn't think that's the case. She just is like a kind of a helicopter parent because she's a doctor and her son is chronically ill. Wow, creepy art. Yeah, he's an artist. He like channels his like chronic illness into art, and like lets the bad vibes that like are causing him to be ill like into the paper, into the canvas, and that's how he like conduits his art. Basically, it's very interesting. Although he doesn't really realize that it's like supernatural. It's just like him living. It's really interesting. um, he invites us over to see a movie. And then they get into a bit of an argument about it. And he gets sick, and she's like, okay, well, that's exactly my point. And then we go over to Oscar and Rosalina's place. We invited a bunch of people for the, like, dealing with this, this haunting. Like, apparently the place is haunted. You can see there's, like, a blood stain that keeps coming back. And they find a hatch underneath the thing. And we get sucked into, like, the ghost's, like, terrifying thing, and everyone is, like, being puppeted by the ghost. Sam Wayne, like, breaks into the ghost's, like, dream thing, and he's like, I'm here to help you. And he kills one of the ditchlings with his, like, foot. And the ghost is like, I don't care. One of you must forfeit your life, basically. Like, not your life, but, like, years off your life. To, like, be put to rest, basically. Hi, Aki! Hi. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a great day. I hope work went well. And we offered, basically, our years off of our life to put the ghost to rest. And that's pretty much where we're at. It was busy early, but finished quietly. Well, that's nice. The spirit of Charles Shaw Jr. has been put to rest at the expense of unknown years of your life. The specter of night's events will linger over you every day for you have left, a grim reminder of the price you willingly paid for the crimes of a family you never met. Maybe it'll be easier in the morning, maybe your joints will ache a little less than they do now. Maybe you can still right the capsized shift of your now broken life. Rule number 1, don't enter creepy or shady areas, or maybe things won't get worse from here. And that's where we're at. I think somehow I managed to turn autoplay on again, which is really annoying. The thing is, Cassie, everything is awful. Everything is creepy. Everything is shady here. We're here for our aunt's funeral. And everything is, creepy. The entire town is creepy, shady? Yeah, pretty much. It's all, like... Oh, you meant in-game? Shut up. I mean, you're right. Everything is like, awful right now. Oh, lordy. You can see the blood stain. I might lessen the blood stain. Can I do that? Visual overlay intensity reduced. There you go. Oh wait, it's still there, but it's not like giant. And you feel like shit. In the bright morning light, you're finally able to take stock of just how much the spirit took from you. Oh, because we have the mystical perk, we can understand how much older we got. That's interesting. You feel dulled, your bones creaky, your soul weighed down with the exhaustion of age. I don't care what happens to me, I made the right decision and I'll do it again. Yes, you did what had to be done. Who knows what would happen if you left that ghost behind to fester. An involuntary shudder runs through your spine. But your thoughts are interrupted by the buzz of your phone on the nightstand. Kanika. Hey, just want to check in. Hope you're doing okay. Less than 3. I see Kanika writes her heart's the same way I do, with a less than 3. Also, I wanted to ask if you've heard from Stella. You check your messages. There's nothing from Stella. We'll text her. Hey, you good? Haven't heard from her either, I guess is what I'll say. That's not good. I think we should try looking for her. Let's meet up in town. Hi, Extune! Hi. I am glad to hear you're doing awesome. Does it matter if the character got old? I mean, I doubt old age is a concern in this creepy town. I don't know that old age is that much of a concern. It might matter physically. Like, if we're, like, running from something, it might matter. You know? If something ends up chasing us, it might matter. But I don't know anything outside of that. It's not quite clear how much older we are yet. Let's visit Dustin. Dustin is the opossum in our dresser. And his mom. You open the drawers. They both have a bread now. Human is back. Smell old now. Maybe changed mind about eating us. Could be the end of Dustin and Dustin Mom. I would never eat you. I love you. Dustin Mom know better than to trust. When push come to shove, survival more important than friendship. Dustin Mom spend too much time outside. It's different inside. There enough bread for everyone here. No need eat friends. They're so cute. They're so cute. I love them to death. Dustin still have childhood innocence. Hope Dustin get to keep that innocence forever. Aww. She just wants him to stay innocent and have a nice life. I guess your glass house still has that squatter? Tried to reclaim glass house last night, but asshole squatter too big and strong. Dustin Mom stand no chance. I have to live in Dustin house forever. Human big and strong too. Probably more big and strong than asshole squatter. You fight? Give Dustin Mom glass house back? I'll do my best, but no promises. Squatter have sharp things on head. Human be careful. But Dustin Mom would be eternally grateful to human. Dustin too. I should get going. K. They always say K. Did you check out this glass house? I have not checked out the glass house yet. I don't know if our family estate has a greenhouse. I'm assuming that's what they're referring to. It's unclear. That's that. Let's take a shower. You step into the guest bathroom and into the shower. The hot water soothes your aching joints. Despite the state of the bathroom, this shower is a good place. Capital G, capital P. As it rinses your body, you... scrub feverishly, trying to escape the memories from your skin as if they're a part of the dirt that coats you. You're done here. You turn off the faucet and dry yourself off. We never check the closet. There's a creepy doll in the closet. You find her in the kitchen, her shoulders hunched in a tight ball of anxiety. They're striking. This week of all weeks. As if I didn't have enough on my plate already. God damn it. Her workers are running a strike. Mystical. Does it even matter how the strike plays out? Any resolution would merely treat the symptoms of the disease rotting the heart of Scarlet Hollow. Scarlet Hollow is the town. Is the name of the creepy town. Named after us. Our family are the Scarlets. This is Tabitha Scarlet, our cousin. What do you mean the doll is fine? The doll is not fine, Coffee. We're not dealing with the doll. For things to stand any chance of getting better, there's something deeper you still have to fully uncover. I'll go bye. Well, it was nice to meet you, Cassie. I hope you have a great rest of your day, morning, afternoon, evening. Bye-bye, bye-bye. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. The strike is just a symptom of the rot in this place, Tabitha. If we don't treat the underlying disease, it won't matter. It won't even matter who wins. Don't worry yourself about this little rival. They won't last long, trust me. Usually I'm pro-union, but... we know the underlying disease of capitalism. True. We know that Tabitha is a union buster. Do you know what the strikers even want? I haven't seen a list of demands. I'm sure it's just the usual. I promise you that if any one of them were in my shoes for a month, they'd be singing a different tune. We're not going to talk about that. Let's talk about what happened last night. It feels good, doesn't it, getting rid of something our family left behind like that? I can't believe you're saying that. Have you looked in a mirror? No, I haven't. On purpose. So go surreal, I still can't get over that. I can. What does it actually change about anything? You're Scarlet, you were probably going to die young anyways, and I still have a mind to run. I guess that's true. Have you heard anything from Stella? I can't get a hold of her. No, but that's not exactly newsworthy. I'm sure she's just processing what happened last night. We weren't the only ones who were traumatized. If the mine's in trouble, you could just sell it. Sell the estate, get out while you still can. Tabitha bristles. I'm not giving up like that. This is the Scarlet mine. I'm not just going to cash out on our family's legacy. I'm bringing the mine back to life one way or another. I've dawdled long enough. Stay safe, no more hijinks. But let me know if you get in trouble, okay? Aw, she cares. She cares. Tabitha is like this super cruel character, but she's always been like super nice to us. I appreciate her. Tabitha slips past you, her heavy boots thudding down the hall as she marches away to face her employees. Time to figure out the rest of your day. Let's talk to Frofro. You walk over to the cat. Oh, c'est toi. Qu'est-ce que tu veux maintenant? Homeless. Translate. I'm guessing it's, like, what happened to you, basically? Where's our resident friend? I mean, if Wiz is also lurking, what do you want now? Is that what this says? It means now? Cest toy. Guess. Oh, it's you. What do you want now? Okay. Thank you for the translation. Now, how is the pronunciation? Cest? Do you guys say the cest toy like separate words, or do you kind of roll it into one word? Cest toy. Same thing with quest. Is it like a separate QU sound and then est? Or is it like one word basically? Because I know that Puerto Ricans and Spanish, we just kind of like roll everything together. So it's not really... It's kind of weird to look at something like this. Hold up. Do not say T. At all? Just in general? Se soy? There's no way that's the right way to say it. Ses oi. More like an eh? Is that not what I'm saying? Se? I'm gonna fucking type this into Google Translate. Where's Google Translate? To go internet. Alright, let's listen to this. C'est toi. What? Qu'est-ce que tu veux maintenant? Okay. C'est toi. Toi. Jesus Christ. French is awful. Nothing. I was just listening to the pronunciation in Google Translate. Wait, there is something different with you. Have the years finally caught up to you? I made a deal with a ghost, so now I'm old. Every day that we open our eyes, we are making a deal with life. All of us are stones on this shore, weathered a little more each day by the relentless tides of time. Jesus Christ, bro. We will all be ground to dust by an uncaring universe, but that is the beauty of life. Okay, she's a real one. She like is super like this. She also hates everyone. Will you ever let me pet you? And coat my fur in your disgusting human oils? No. I missed you last night, Furfro. That makes one of us. I love her. She hates everything. Do you know anything about the stone carvings scattered around town? I am not here to be your commentaton. Jeune detective, je suis un chatte. I'm here to watch you flail about in the darkness. I'm not here to provide answers to whatever mysteries you confound your feeble American mind. Thanks for not attacking the opossums who live in my drawer. They're my friends, and if anything bad ever happened to them there, would be hell to pay. Of course you would consider those rats to be your friends. I will not dirty my claws with their diseased French flesh. But she really is French. She's very French. Nod respectfully to Frofro. She scoffs, her tail twitching with annoyance. You can sense she's less annoyed than she usually is. Maybe she's getting used to you. Hi, Frofro. Good talk. She scoffs as you turn away. I love her. Let's make a quick chili sandwich. For those that don't know, in the opening sequence, you're talking to a guy on a bus, and he offers you peanuts. And we told him that we were allergic to peanuts, which means we're actually allergic to peanuts now. If still is MIA, who knows when you'll get the chance to eat, and who knows just how much your new affliction will affect your appetite. You make yourself a jelly sandwich in anticipation for the long day ahead of you. That's that. Let's investigate the garden and see if we can't track down Dustin Mom's glass house. Whatever kicked out Dustin's mom is in the garden right now. You better look into it before you head into town. The air is chilly today, the overcast sky hanging impressively over the weed-choked flower beds. Let's save, just in case. This, kills us. Who knows? Investigate the greenhouse. You start carefully picking your way through the underbrush. It doesn't take much effort to find a path. Cuttings of prickly raspberry bushes and tangled vines litter the ground around the greenhouse. The glass house, one could say. You step towards the door. It's sealed shut by a lock, and you catch the brief glimpse of a horned shadow through the ancient clouded glass. Try to talk to whatever's behind the door. It looks like it's a goat. What's your name, little guy? Goat. What are you doing in the greenhouse? Human put me here. Can't complain. Pretty sweet digs, honestly. Stays nice and warm, and there's plenty of eats too. Did that human have a brown coat and big boots? Coat like what? Fur? Nah, not brown fur. Yellow fur. Just on the top. Like all you humans. Didn't know what boots are, can't help. Don't know what boots are, can't help you there. Where did you come from? Farm. I used to live with other guys like me. Kinda miss them. But not that much. Don't gotta share anymore. Examine the lock. It looks sturdy. You'll need some tools if we're going to get this open. Maybe Stella or Kanika could lend a hand later. Hey, whoever you are, there's a possum that would like you to leave. She was here first. This is her house. Don't want to leave. I live here now. She can deal. Okay, we'll leave. See ya, or not. It's a wild world out there. You investigated the garden. With Stella missing, it's best not to keep Kanika waiting for much longer. Head to town. Head to the front door and begin your trek down to the town below. The birds sound different today. Muffled. Like your ears are full of cotton. The dull sun shines down on the surrounding wilderness, seeming to wash the color from the world. But you're adjusting. Already your body is starting to accept the change that has come over it. To accept that this is how things will be from here on out. You can't help but feel countless eyes watching you from the tree line, a feeling that reminds you of your time in the woods with Stella. Ditchlings shouldn't be out in the middle of the day, though. They're getting bolder. You can see the ditchlings, actually. Let's see here. There's one here. There's one here. There's one here. There's one here. God damn, there's 4 ditchlings just chilling in the day. That's crazy. I see 4? Yeah. To your surprise, you find a familiar face making its way up the path towards you. Hey, I was just coming up to see you. Hope you were able to get some sleep after everything that happened last night. Hey, Avery. They don't say anything about your appearance, but you can see them take you in, the light of the day revealing your new features clearly for the first time. You doing okay? The spirit's taken a pace of me, that's all. It's gone, but I'm still here. Very badass. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. We can flirt with them. That's interesting. How do you... We're not going to do that right now, though. I think there's... I don't know that this is the kind of game that I would want to pursue romance in. Like, obviously, romance is an option, and I think it's interesting here. But we know these people for, like, less than a few days, and we've gone through, like, shit together. I don't really, like, that's not really a circumstance that I would want to romance someone, I think, personally. How do you feel now that it's a new day? Possession is the sort of thing that can leave a mark on a person's soul. Oh, thanks for asking about the state of my soul. I appreciate that. I'd be lying if I said it didn't have an impact. I kind of feel bruised all over, physically and spiritually. But hey, that's part of life, right? Nobody makes it to the end completely unscathed. I'm kind of thrilled that my new emotional baggage comes from a ghost instead of some boring normal trauma. They're so real for that. Excuse me. There's ditchlings everywhere now, even though it's daytime. Avery turns to survey the tree line. I noticed a few on my way up. They're kind of funny now that I'm getting a good look at them, with their scrunched up little sharp hay faces. So, should I be worried about these things? I know they're a bad omen or something, but, like, are they dangerous? They're not going to eat me if I take a wrong turn, right? You only need to fear what they foretell. Okay, cool and ominous, as long as being eaten alive isn't on the table. Unless they're foretelling a zombie invasion or something with werewolves, in which case I guess I'm stuck with being eaten alive. True! Have you heard anything from Stella? Haven't heard from her, though we don't text much, and I haven't checked with Winnie to see if she came in early for an early breakfast or anything. But if you haven't heard from her, that doesn't sound great. Seeing her like that last night was awful. She's usually so unflappable. Kanika and I are meeting up to look for Stella. Want to come? Absolutely. I told Winnie I'd be coming in late today, so I've got time. I don't know how much time, though. From what I saw this morning, there's already a few miners holed up in there. They must be using it as a home base for the strike. Oh, by the way, there's a strike going on. I'm sure you already know that, though. Have to imagine Tabitha would have told you this morning. Let's head to town. Yeah, good idea. You and Avery start back down the path to town. It isn't long until you once again find yourself on the main street of Scarlet Hollow. Nori, you made it, and you picked up Avery along the way. Hope you're both doing, okay, emotionally. Yeah, I'm not too bad. That's good. I feel like I got crushed by a stream roller or something. Joints all out of whack. Totally exhausted and super foggy. Mom has been insisting I caught a cold, and I wasn't buying it. But as of this morning, I've come around. It's definitely something beyond exhaustion, even considering the ridiculously stressful week we've all had. I'm not going to let that stop me from looking for Stella. Do you still think there could be a rational explanation for all of this? Kanika sighs heavily. That's so real. That's so real. Rational? Sure. Rooted in the reality that until a few days ago I thought was devoid of all magic and supernatural shit? No. Ghosts are real. They can suck you into illusory dimensions and pop your body like a fleshy marionette. Next thing you know, we'll find out there's a secret society of warlocks running the country, or that angels are real. Gotta admit, it's kind of thrilling, isn't it? Anything could be possible. Who knows what the new day holds for all of us. It would be a little more thrilling if it weren't terrifying. All the magical stuff we found so far just wants to hurt us. We need a magical being that's on our side. Where are the magical girls when you need them? True! So true, that's what I'm saying. Where are the magical girls when we need them? Huh? And not the Madoka magical girls. Give us fucking Sailor Moon type shit. Please. We need good. Though I guess we already have an animal whisperer, don't we? That's pretty magical. Wait, you can talk to animals? For real? When were you gonna tell me? I'm gonna need you to tell me what every animal we need to say. This is too cool. You really took that in stride, didn't you? Also, didn't we tell Avery, I think? on day one. I take everything in stride. There's no better way to live. That is so true. You gotta just take what you can in stride. Like, for real, for real. Holy shit. You just kinda gotta, like, actually chill. Oh, we haven't checked the journal. Let's check the journal real quick. Wednesday, major decisions. Okay. Met Dustin's mom. Finally took a shower. Met Janie, the pastor's wife. The hospital had to amputate Rosalina's foot. Met Beau. I told him where he could find his dad's body. Spent some quality time with my cousin. Met the mayor, that's a dog. Met Scarlet Hollow's resident creepy pastor and found out that he can talk to animals. Had dinner at Reese's. There's something hidden in the clinic and it wants me to find it. Invited Tabitha and Avery ghost hunting. Sacrificed unknown years of my life to exercise the spirit of Charles Shaw Jr., a man my great-grandmother murdered. I had plans with Sybil to talk about mysterious goings-on over tea tomorrow. Alright. Maybe my mystical powers will finally awaken into something more proactive. Hey, if mystical wants to awaken into something more proactive, we will take that. I'm sick of just unwilling channeling spirits and knowing when something bad is going to happen. Maybe magic doesn't just awaken, though. Maybe you need to find someone to teach you how to use it. Okay, who? Isn't it obvious? Your mom's a witch, Kanika. How else can you explain her rescuing all of us last night? My mom? No way. She's just a new age crystal and herbs lady. She's not... I mean, she couldn't be, right? I mean, after last night, anything's possible. And she did rescue everyone from the ghost dimension. That is very true. I'm supposed to see your mom at some point today. Maybe she'll finally shed some light on things. Not sure what she's planning to tell you today. She couldn't have told us all last night. Maybe she's just going to read your fortune. Yeah, right. After last night, I wouldn't doubt she actually could. Your mom's always had a bit of that Glinda vibe going for her. Yeah, maybe I should stop making fun of her for the whole New Age mystic thing. A lot's happened the past couple of days. Okay, let's get started. I don't want to waste another minute. Where to first? Magical or Nori? You bet it. You betcha, Coffee. Also, I think you're a little bit behind. So when you see this, make sure that you're actually live. Please, Coffee. Let's go to Stella's house. Good place to start. Maybe she just slipped in. That's what I'm hoping. I would have gone already, but I was kind of nervous about doing anything by myself today. Just in case I ran into yet another horror from beyond the veil or whatever. You make your way towards Stella's house. Kanika knocks anxiously on the door. It creaks open. Uh-oh. The interior is cold, and not just physically. There is an absence of joy and life that leaves only a chill behind. This is the ghost of an empty house. There is a sobering dread that comes with the knowledge that your search won't end here. I don't sense anything supernatural here, but I don't like the look of this. Might as well invite ourselves in, right? Yeah, we should go in. Cool, I'll be brave and go first. Avery casually steps over the threshold into Stella's house. Whatever happened to Stella, it doesn't look like it happened here. Doesn't look like there was a struggle or anything, unless it happened in another room, or maybe someone or something caught her off guard. You didn't have to add that last part. I'm going to forget you just said that, and be thankful that this doesn't look like a crime scene. Oh, Coffee says several minutes later. Oh, lordy. Hello, Coffee. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Let's investigate the kitchen. Stella's kitchen is slightly messy. It's okay. A couple of cabinets are hanging open, and a loaf of bread sits on the counter by a used butter knife. Is Stella's kitchen normally this messy? I wouldn't call this messy. It's a little messy. This is a little messy. I don't know what you'd call my room. I don't want to know what you call my room. I wasn't judging. There's nothing wrong with a little mess. Or a lot of mess. We're getting off track. Stella's house has always felt a little sterile to me. This feels a little too lived in, if that makes sense. Now, maybe that's just because I've only ever been over when she was already expecting me. Maybe it's just a rare peek behind the curtain at the real Stella. The real Stella should call her friends and let them know she's okay. Let's investigate her room. Whoa. Okay, I love the fucking crazy... Who's that character? Is it Charlie from the meme? Is that the guy's name? I don't remember. I haven't seen that show. There's the cryptozoologist that says Monsters of the USA. I love this little plushie. Smiling friends? No. I'm talking about the meme with like the guy at the board who looks like he's crazy and doing conspiracy theories. Do you know what I'm talking about? I think it's like Always Sunny, maybe? Oh, Always Sunny? Yeah. Yeah, that's Charlie. Yeah, exactly. See, I can kind of place things even if I haven't seen them. Sometimes. I don't see any ditchlings in the window, which is nice. You make your way down to the hall to what you assume to be Stella's room. She's not here. Though it's a little untidy, it's the usual sort of untidiness that accumulates when someone doesn't often have guests in their bedroom. There aren't any signs of violence. I better not hear a single comment about this room being messy. I wasn't gonna say anything. This sure looks like a room. Any thoughts? Let's check her computer. We broke into her house. For all we know, there could be some sort of clue on there, like a note detailing exactly where she is. We didn't break into her house. The door was left wide open. I think I'm gonna go with this. Look, I know it's an invasion of privacy, but we've got to do whatever we can to find her. Sure, snoop away, but I'm not going to take part in this. Let's be over there, standing in the corner of the room, not looking over your shoulder. Let me know if you find anything. Stella's desktop is horrifically cluttered. There are simply too many files and folders to fit on her monitor. They overlap each other in a chaotic, multi-layered display. I see she's got a Dioville note stamp. I don't know what that says. Nice MRFB. There's a drawing of a dude with a dog. And a dog. And then there's the, like, classic S. The S that everyone draws. I'm surprised to find that here, but also not really. How do we find anything on here? You don't. Come on, let's go. I think if it's like this, we're not gonna find anything. Let's just go. It sure is a room. Any thoughts? I think you about summed it up. This is definitely a room. Nothing too much to comment on. This is her room for what it looks like pretty much the entire time I've known her. The only thing that's... This change is the computer getting a lot of fancier. I brought up the S during the Omegaverse quiz and Aki bullied me. What do you mean? Okay, 1, what do you mean? 2, what Omegaverse quiz did you take and what were your results? And 3, what did Aki say about the S? Yeah, of course you know the S. Of course I know the S. Everyone knows the S. Everyone in the Discord was taking one. Okay, well, it wasn't my Discord, so I don't know what you're talking about because I don't check every other Discord regularly. I'm assuming you mean Amaya's. And if it's the Omegaverse quiz, then I already took it like months and months ago. And I also need your result, Jess. It's important. I got soft alpha. Oh, really? That's interesting. You'll never guess what I got. Never in a million years. I got submissive Omega. There's no other way to put it. Like you said, oh, you were one of those kids? What? Okay, 1, that's not really bullying. But also 2, what the fuck do you mean, Aki? Everyone drew the S. Literally everyone I knew. I don't know that I know anyone that didn't draw the S. Like, at least once in your life, you've drawn the S. It doesn't matter. Don't you continue to bully me after that? Wow. I did not. What do you did not continue to bully her, or you did not draw the S? You've never drawn the S in your entire life? That's crazy. Like, there were kids obsessed with the S? Okay. Well, there's a difference, like, between being obsessed with the S and having drawn it. Like, I wasn't obsessed with it, but I definitely drew it, I don't know, every once in a while, like every couple of years for, I don't know, 6 to 8 years during that period of my life. You know? Oh, I continued to bully her. I drew it once. She said I played zoners. Do you play zoners, Cass? Do you play zoners? She still does this corkboard with string things. She loves putting the strings on there. I don't think they actually mean anything, but they're more for decoration anyway. I do not. What do you play then? Do you play Rushdown? Well, you said you played mid-range decks. Like, what was it? Was it blue-black or white-black? Right? Play Orzhov mid-range. You probably play like one of those characters that like goes in for a couple hits and then backs out, maybe. Not like a zone, not like a true out and out zoner, but someone who like keeps distance, but not really like a rushdown. Okay, I don't think we're gonna find ourselves here. Let's move on. If you ask about a game, I can tell you. I like mid-range / setup. That's perfect. That's exactly what I was looking for. I thought I was overacting this morning. I hoped she would just be sleeping in. I can't believe she's actually missing. We'll find her. Where to next? We should check out the church. The church? Why? I see what you're thinking. Stella was confronted with evidence of the afterlife, so she might try getting into all that religious stuff. It's worth checking out. I think we're barking up the wrong tree, but I guess you're right. There's no point in not being thorough. Wouldn't mind stocking up on some holy water while we're there, too. It seems like a good idea to cover all our bases at this point. I don't think Baptists do the holy water thing, but I'm sure Pastor Daniel would pretend to bless some water if it meant keeping us around a little longer. I'm doing this because I want to talk to the pastor, selfishly, by the way. But also, this confirms that he's Baptist, and which we didn't know. Baptist makes sense. They're in rural North Carolina. We know that Pastor Daniel, one, not Father Daniel, two, has a wife. So definitely not Catholic, so we already knew that they were Protestant. It was basically always going to be like Baptist or like maybe Methodist, but probably Baptist. Like, right. Checks out for North Carolina, yeah, it really does. It's good enough for me. Let's not linger, though. I don't want him to thinking we're possible converts. Baptist slur. Okay, harmless. Kanika leads the way, taking you up to the gradual slope to the church. I don't know the difference. I mean, I don't really know the difference either. There's a million differences between all the... There's like, I don't know, 6 or 7 or 100 different fucking Christianities. But there's like a few major ones, and a boo her. You know, I've lived here for years now, and I've never actually been to the church. It's probably for a good reason. Where is that weirdo? My, 4 visitors at once on a Thursday? This is unprecedented. There are only 3 of us. No, were we followed by Ditchling? Were we followed by Wayne? Thought you could sneak one in? Huh? What? Thought I could sneak one, what? Sup, old people? Oh, it's Zane. Is Zane here to do fucking convert now that he's seen the afterlife? Don't play the fool? I really don't know what you're talking about, actually. I said okay, harmless? Is that what you're referring to? You made a... Oh my god. Oh my god. I didn't make a 6-7 joke. You're interpreting things that aren't there. You see the 6-7 joke, and you're like, oh, everything must be a 6-7 joke at this point. I'm not... No! I'm not a Gen Alpha kid. What are you talking about? I don't do the 6-7 thing. I've never really, like, done the 6-7 thing. 6 or 7 is an actual number about Christianity, so I'm just like, I can think of at least 3 or 4, right? Baptist, Methodist, Mormon, Jehovah's Witness, that kind of thing. So there must be at least like 2 or 3 more than the ones that I can just come up with off the top of my head that are like big. That's crazy. I'm genuinely was not. I'll say 4 or 5 next time. I'll keep my fucking mouth shut so that way Harmless doesn't go insane. Let me pop some lozenges. Let me finish my cider first. Oh, it's just Zane. What are you doing here? I was shaking my head. Oh, okay. All the glimpses of death I've had in the past few days have forced me into the midst of an existential crisis, my dudes. I want to see if faith held any answers for me. Alas, I have not yet found the solace I seek. Give it time, Zane. It sometimes takes a while for the Lord to work his way into your heart. But when he does, you won't regret letting him in. Be sure to look over those pamphlets I gave you, and of course I'm always here if you need to talk. Okay, a couple things I'm noticing. I don't really know if this is a choice by the devs, because they aren't Christian, but I feel like for Pastor Daniel's speech, I think it would have been neat for them to capitalize the H, like in his and he, like they do for other like how religious people write it, and then have other characters not have it capitalized because they don't believe in it. You know what I'm saying? I think that would have been a neat detail. Sure thing, Pastor D. Peace, y'all. Anyway, we're looking for Stella. She wandered off last night and no one has seen her since. That would be interesting. I think it would be interesting. We're starting to get pretty worried. We hope maybe you or Janie had seen her. I can't speak for Janie, but I'm afraid I've seen neither hide nor hair of Stella. If you'd like to talk to my wife, she's just over by the alpacas. Though Nori, I was hoping we might be able to talk in private. What do you have to say to her that you can't say in front of us? Imagine if it would be a fourth wall reveal at one point. It would be pretty neat. Like, why did he capitalize this word? It would be really interesting. Please, if you wouldn't mind, this is a personal matter. It's alright, we can get the juicy details later. I'd rather not folks not pry on this. You know how rumors get started. It's okay, I'm happy to talk to him. If you're sure. God, he looks so creepy. I guess we'll leave it to it while we check in with Janie. We'll be right over there by the fence that's conveniently in your line of sight, okay? See you in a minute. Their friends head off towards Janie and the alpacas, leaving you alone with the nervous pastor. I'm so glad you came. I've never met anyone else who could hear them. You have no idea how long I thought I must have had some kind of insanity. Because he can talk to animals, for the record. I even thought at one point that it must have been the Lord himself, talking to me through them. But I never had anything insightful to say, so I was disavowed of that pretty early on. Are you not going to comment on my appearance? You saw me yesterday, a ghost cursed me last night, and now I'm old. Oh, and here I thought you were putting on some sort of early Halloween costume. Maybe prayer can help. After we're finished talking, I've got some wonderful little pamphlets I'd be happy to share with you. Is your gift why you got into the church? It's hard to say. I was raised Baptist by two loving parents and was always interested in religion. I've also always known about my talent, so I don't know what came first. If anything, though, I said I'm religious in spite of the gift. It hasn't exactly been easy to square with a lot of religious education I've had. For instance, a lot of religious leaders will tell you that only humans have souls, while you and I both know that's not true. Though I suppose that gets into a whole different conversation of what exactly a soul is. Those are conversations I'm glad to leave to the scholars. I'm just a simple small-town pastor. Interesting. I don't need to ask the big questions anymore. I just have to help people through their daily lives. Is this why people think you're creepy? Because you have the gift? People think I'm creepy? But it's alright. People say all kinds of things. I just have to be patient and persistent, and I know eventually they'll understand that I can be a comforting presence in their lives, not a creepy one. Maybe if I grew a thicker beard, people would trust me more, or maybe if I would get a cool jacket. Have you met Frofro, Gretchen, Pixel? Of course I have. But I learned early on in life not to let on that I have this gift, at least while other humans are around, so I haven't spoken with any of them. Oh, we are really, like, our character is extremely, extremely blatant about letting everyone know that we can talk to animals. Like, we're just like, it's a part of our life, get used to it, to basically everyone. Though I get the feeling Frofro wouldn't talk to me even if she knew I could understand her. I've tried to befriend the alpacas when no one else is around. Emphasis on tried. They're surprisingly cliquey. But besides that, I try to maintain a low profile, only chatting with the wildlife when I'm sure no one is looking. Does Janie know? No, I don't believe there should be secrets between man and wife, so I'll have to tell her one day, but there hasn't been a good time yet. Building a life in Scarlet Hollow has been a difficult process, and the last thing I need to do is add to the stress of her husband being some kind of circus act. Tulip, on the other hand, I'm starting to have my suspicions that she might share this gift. Who the fuck is Tulip? Does he have a daughter? There have been some particularly nasty rats in the church lately, and she said some things that have led me to believe that she might be able to understand them. He's interrupted by the sounds of a snapping twig and a high-pitched giggle, partly muffled by the underbrush at the edge of the property. Tulip, come out here. You know you're not supposed to play in the woods. Tulip glances back in the woods, quiet as she hesitates. Tulip, are you going to be good? Are we going to skip story time tonight? Okay, this is bad parenting. You shouldn't, like, threaten your child with something they don't like. I'm a firm believer in that. I'll be good. You don't have to skip story time. I won't go into the woods, I promise. I know you won't, Tulip, because you know it's too dangerous for little girls in there. Why don't you go help Mama with the alpacas? It's just about time they got fed, and you can give them hay. Tulip smiles broadly, seemingly excited by the prospect, and hurries off. Sorry, I had to have a firm parenting moment just then. She's been trying to run off into those woods a lot lately, and it's really dangerous, even for adults. There's this massive trash dump not too far past the trees, but it must be at least 50 years old, so it's all grown over and looks like it's part of the landscape. If you actually walk on it, you might find yourself falling into a hip-deep mound of rusty cans and broken glass. Oh, Tetanus Lake. Stella told me about it. Tetanus Lake? That's an accurate name. I wonder if Tulip would stay away if I started calling it that, for it will only make it sound more alluring. What were you saying about the church rats? Tetanus Lake? Yeah, they've been calling it Tetanus Lake. Ah, yes, the rats. So you and I were used to the sort of chatter we hear from wildlife. It's usually nothing that needs to be paid attention to. But these rats, there's something so sinister about them, and they just must be huge, judging by the sounds of them scurrying around in there. Tulip had never shown evidence of the ability before. She never responded to the alpacas or engaged in a conversation with birds. In retrospect, she could have been hiding it the way I did growing up. Because I know she's been talking to the rats. She calls them her friends. She's been drawing all these pictures of them. Really ghastly things. Ditchling rats, maybe? I hope not. I hope not, too. I've tried to bring it up with her, but she gets this little smile and doesn't say a word, like it's her fun little secret. It's all innocent enough in the grand scheme of things, but I'm pretty sure they also live out in the trash heap. Ever since she started talking about her friend, she's been trying to sneak out there. I'm concerned she's going to get hurt or catch some sort of disease. Have you actually seen them? No, but I don't need to. I lived in a dorm that had rats once. You never see them, but the church has all signs of an infestation, and there's no mistaking the sound of little creatures scampering through the walls. Rip. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Wiz. That's what I'm saying. I've got some humane rat traps, but they're too smart for them. All it's done is waste peanut butter. And I caught a possum in one, poor thing. Possums are never bright, but at least he got a nice big scoop of peanut butter out of the ordeal. Oh my god, did they kill fucking Dustin's dad? Evil. Are you sure they're rats? I think so. Bastard shifts uncomfortably for a moment. I hope so. What have they been saying? They like to try to goad me into crying or becoming depressed. They watch me through unseen holes and make fun of me, and try to figure out how to press my buttons. It's annoying, but it's easy enough to block out, especially when I'm praying. I don't think they're a good influence on Tulip, though. She's gotten quiet and secretive ever since she started talking to them. I hate to think of what they say to her when I'm not around to hear. Have you tried befriending them? Maybe Tulip's onto something. I can't say I'm interested. They don't seem like they'd be good enough friends. I don't usually use strong enough language like this, but I hate rats. Those tails, ugh. Bro does not understand the poison taster way. He shudders. God knew exactly what he was doing when he made rats. They look just as bad as the diseases they carry. No way I would want to get cuddly with one. Let alone any of them get close to Tulip. So I suppose I could try talking to them. If that fails, maybe you could lend a hand. I don't want to be too much of a bother. You should probably finish looking for your missing friend first, but I'll be around if you have time to check in later this week. Out of the corner of your eye, you see Kanika and Avery walking back to the two of you. They must have finished talking to Janie. Janie says she hasn't seen Stella either, so we'd better get going. Thanks for suggesting we head up here, Nori. We got to feed the alpacas. They were so cute and soft. It was awesome. As they're objectively cute, though, they get such a bad rep. They do. They did bring the fleas that caused the bubonic plague, so I understand why they get a bad rap, but pet rats are typically not that bad. No? What do you mean, no? We know that they did on boats into Venice. It wasn't rats. It was not rat. It was rats on boats in Venice that carried fleas. Isn't it mouse? Oh my god, you're gonna split the difference between rats and mice on boats? Like, come on, Wiz. It's all the same thing. And as far as historical 14th century history is concerned, I don't think they noticed. I don't think they knew the difference. They are different, but I don't think 14th century sailors knew or cared about the difference. You know what I'm saying? Janie said she'll come by the diner with cookies for the miners, and a few extra for me, of course. Hope your talk with the pastor went well. Guess we had a great conversation. I appreciate you all stopping by, even if it wasn't under the best circumstances. I'll let you all be on your way. And I hope Stella turns up soon. I'll put in some good prayers with the big man for her. Alright, thanks. See ya. Kanika Avery start back down the path, and you follow. I'm gonna post it on the Discord and expose you. On which Discord? Do I need to just fucking Google this right now? Are we being so for real? Bubonic plague. Alright. Blah 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 blah. Cause human flea. The flea is parasitic on house and field rats and seeks other hosts when its rodent host dies. Rats were an amplifying factor to bubonic plague during the common association with humans, as well as the nature of their blood. Alright, cool. Per Wikipedia, rats. Done. Alright. We did it. Slander. Alright, whether or not slander, you can take it up with Wikipedia. I posted an article. Where? In general? Oh my god, are you serious? Are you for being so for real, Wiz? Look at what the text that you just sent. Instead, studies indicate that human parasites such as body lice and fleas are the carriers. That's what I'm saying. The fleas live on the rats. What part of that did you not understand? Holy shit. I cannot believe you're doing this right now. You're like, no, it's the fleas. I'm like, that's what I'm saying. The fleas are carried by humans and rats that were on ships. How do you think it got to the humans? Because there are also rats on the ships. It was not, though? Oh my god. I'm done with you. The fleas carry... Did you not finish the... Oh my god. It says gerbils? Okay. I'm not talking about gerbils. I'm talking about rats on boats in Venice. I don't care about some gerbils. So what was that about? He seemed pretty insistent on talking to you alone. He didn't say anything weird, did he? Um... I'm not gonna out him. I'm gonna say this. Tulips apparently made some weird imaginary friends. We might want to check it out later this week. Kids make up imaginary friends all the time. Pastor Daniel says there's a rat infestation in the church, and the rats are her friends. I don't know, it seemed weird. Should've known we'd have to deal with a spooky kid at some point. Okay, as much as I hate going back there, I guess that's a loose lead. We don't have anything else to investigate once we've found Stella, and Kanika pauses. Once we've checked out the clinic, then maybe we can look around the church. Sounds like a plan. Let's not get too distracted until we find Stella, though. Where to next? We check in on Oscar, I guess? Nothing else happened after all we went home last night. They're so brave for sleeping in that house after everything we went through. I'd rather sleep in the woods with the ditchlings than someplace that was that haunted. Her mom said it was safe, and I'm inclined to believe her. Why would she lie? But how would she know that? Magic, probably? There's only one way to find out. Let's go. Morning light streams in through the library's large windows. In the bright daylight, it's once again a place of comfort, all menace having fled in the wake of Charles Shaw Jr.'s departure. No ghost, thank God. I wasn't up for an encore. Yeah, it's gone, just like your mom said it would be. Can't help but overhear the murmurings of intense conversation coming from the mayor's office. Or rather, the murmurings of an intense animal conversation. Start making your way upstairs to the mayor's office. Hey, where are you going? Small gangs of dogs holds court in the mayor's office. Most of the dogs quietly watch from the sidelines, but two of them, a sheepdog and a basset hound, are in heated conversation with Mr. Jimmy. Their tags read Scraps and Daisy. Sounds like you've all sorted this out. I don't see what you need me to do about any of it. The fucking scumbag mayor over here again. Sorted? Things ain't sorted until this town is safe. No, now we've got maybe the beginnings of a militia together, but there's plenty of pets out there who are still ill-informed about those things crawling out of the woods. You're the mayor, they'll listen to you. Just tell them to stay inside until it's handled. Listen, Scraps, buddy, I hear you, but the last thing we need right now is anarchy in the streets. It's no use, I told you he'd be bullheaded. He's always bullheaded. Always the sore loser, aren't we, Daisy? Things are fine. Nobody has anything to worry about. Mayor pulls himself away from the conversation to acknowledge you. Oh ho ho! I remember you. You're that out-of-towner from yesterday. The speaker. The other dogs murmur amongst themselves for a moment, then turn to face you. I'm sorry you had to see this little display. Politics can get so messy. I guess we'll start here. Have any of you seen or smelled Gretchen? She and her person are missing. Is she missing? Oh dear, Scraps, you don't think... Gretchen's person would never let that happen to her. Wherever she is, I'm sure she's safe from those things. A dog like her doesn't get to be that age without a watchful human at her side. Even if she's safe, I don't like the sound of this. See, Jimmy? This is the cost of inaction. Gretchen is a pillar of our community, and she's missing. What will it take for you to finally open your eyes and do something? If you wait until you're the last dog left in Scarlet Hollow, it'll be far too late to save yourself. I love this so much. The dogs are so fucking peak. There's a whole fucking side arc going on with the dogs of Scarlet Hollow. Yes, I get it. You're all very upset. But what do you expect me to do about it? Shut down the town? What about economy? Do you even know what economy is, Jimmy? You're just throwing around fancy words you've heard the humans say. Of course I know about what economy is. It's all about economyism. Oh my god. Oh, good, because I've never understood a look about what... Oh, good, because I've never understood a lick of it when humans talk about economy. So I figured it was all made up where they yell at each other when they want to stop talking, so please, enlighten us. I'm not going to debase myself to play a game of trivia, not in front of the speaker. I thought so. He's a Republican, I see. He is. He's definitely a Republican. To answer your questions, we did catch a whiff around here. Right around here. Another near her house. Haven't picked up anything around town since then. Let's hope those creatures haven't gotten to her. Can you help us find her? You've got better noses for this sort of thing. We'll do our best. We didn't intend to make any more trips out into the woods, but if it's for Gretchen, we'll take that risk. She's a well-liked dog in these parts. Been around longer than most any of us. Be a blow to the community for her to fall victim to those monstrosities. Okay, I did not mean to send them out into the woods. Oh my god, there's so many dialogue options. Mr. Mayor, you should listen to Daisy and Scraps on this one. Won't be any anarchy in the streets to worry about if every animal in town is taken by the ditchlings. Your opinion is noted, but I've been mayor for over 14 years. I know what I'm doing. That's 14 dog years, Jimmy. If you're not going to help, the least you can do is not sniff the speaker's ass. I suppose you're right, Daisy. This is just a waste of time, but I needed to hear it with my own ears before I could really believe it. I never saw any of it because I didn't take this perk. As crazy. I also didn't know about the password. Yet, there's so many things. Like, I feel like there's so many, like, options that even I don't hear about. Like, there was, like, an athletic perk that I'm like, surely we could have used this at some point, right? Especially in saving, like, Duke and Gretchen. I wonder if we couldn't do both. Like, you know, there's a ton of stuff that I'm like, oh, having other perks would have been useful. This one's just incredibly fun. I'll save the I told you so for later. Let's go rally the others. This town won't save itself. You and the dogs exit the mayor's office and close the door behind you. They quickly turn a corner and vanish from your line of sight. Find Kanika and Avery waiting for you in the lobby. I took a peep in there. You just had a full-on conversation with those dogs. It is so weird when you do that. Weird or cool? I wish I could hear the other side of the conversation. It seems like there's a whole dog culture in this town I've been missing out on. Knowing dogs are capable of carrying a full conversation is going to make being a veterinarian really weird. Just have to hire Nori as a translator. You'd be the best vet in the country with someone like that on your staff. I guess Oscar must be in the back. I know that that's where I'd be if I finally managed to unhaunt my house. For real though? I know, right? That's so true. I've always been surprised at how unsupervised this place is. Sometimes I feel like anyone can walk in and do whatever they want to. Like what, steal books? I think they could, right? I'm not saying anyone would. I'm just saying that people in this town trust each other a lot. It's nice. Let's go find Oscar. You make your way back towards the annex. It feels strange to be back here in the light of day, as if events from the previous evening were just all a terrible dream. More accurately, it feels as if those events of the previous evening were mostly just a dream. A hideous stone carving is still buried in the basement. And though it's subtle and subdued, you can feel the faintest of hums reaching out from it. This whole way really takes me back. It feels like it was only yesterday we were here last year, blissfully unaware that our entire lives were about to change forever. I love Avery too. They're so good. It was only yesterday. I know. Nika knocks on the door. Oh, good morning. It's good to see all of you. Nori takes in the sight of you standing in the right corner. Hope you're doing well this morning. Please, come on in. Oh, it's Reese's mom. Oh, interesting. Dr. Kelly. You're doing really great, Rosalina. Not a lot of kids your age can take shots that well. You're being so brave. You don't have to talk to me like I'm 5. She got her foot chopped off. Like, goddamn. But you are brave. Also, I appreciate Pixel there. You really are, Rosalina. You're like so badass. Alexis is right. This is more than most people have to deal with in their whole lives, and here you are taking it like a champ. Dr. Kelly is kind of meaner vanishes as she turns and glares at you. Is it mangled or chopped off completely? They have to amputate the foot, for the record. She gets taken to the hospital and they amputate it. Oof, yep. Very oof. It's very oof. Holy shit. But her glare vanishes as soon as she takes in your new visage. Her features soften into a look of shock and concern. Mr. Gutierrez told me what happened last night, and I must admit I found it hard to believe, but your face. It definitely looks like you had your years stolen from you, whatever that means. It's concerning. I'd like to give you a physical. Why are there so many flirt options? Holy shit. For Dr. Kelly. That's so funny. Would? I mean, I would too. But I don't think, again, I don't think this is the kind of game that I would want to be flirting with people in. Because it's hell. We're in hell. Well. So wait, you just believe a ghost stole years off my life? Sure, there's plenty of evidence that something happened to you right in front of me. So are you gonna get your physical? I don't have insurance. Yes, please. Thank God I need someone to fix me. Glad you're taking this serious. I'll be at the clinic all day. Feel free to stop by when you get the chance. Her examination finished, Dr. Kelly returns to Rosalina's side. American response? Yeah. Have any of you seen Stilla since last night? Not since dinner. She hasn't gotten in touch with any of you? Nope, we have no clue where she's gone. That's not good. I haven't seen her since she ran off last night. I feel terrible. I should have done a better job warning her, right? Stella's practically banging your door down trying to get evidence of ghosts. I don't think you were going to be able to stop her. There was no way you could have known how she would react when she found it. I don't even think she knew how she'd react. And besides, you didn't know how bad it was going to get. You can't blame yourself for everything, man. I know you probably feel like it's your responsibility to make sure everyone around you is okay, but sometimes that's just not going to be possible. You're only one guy. So true, Avery. So true. Oscar is such a good guy, but he is, like, trying to take the blame of something that was out of his control. And Avery is so on point, saying that you're like, it's just not possible all the time. You're just one person. Nah, Oscar is just me. Shut the fuck up, Wiz. Do not do this. Do not do this. Please. Don't worry. I do it too. But it's not healthy. And you gotta recognize that. I wish I could be Avery, but I'm Oscar. True. That's so real. That's what Rosalina's always saying. I suppose I do apologize more than I should. You really do. How are you doing, Rosalina? What? Oh. Tired. My leg hurts a lot, but the medicine is helping. It's not so bad now. So I got to lie down in an actual bed last night. You have no idea how good that felt. Thanks, Nori. I can't believe you got any sleep last night after all that ghost stuff. I just sat on the couch with all the lights on. I don't think I slept at all. I really need some rest after, you know, the hospital at my foot. Your body is desperately trying to get you to rest. All that activity yesterday was pretty brutal on your injury. It's never going to stop hurting if you keep pushing yourself. So what are you not gonna do today? Anything? That's right. You're staying right here. No walking around, no investigating haunted houses. Sorry, Dr. Kelly, I should have been better at stopping her. I take full responsibility. As her father, I should have. No need for anyone to step in to take blame for anything. Fucking Oscar, doing this again. It's the hospital's fault for sending her home at all. It's gross negligence, if you ask me. That's also very, very true. You do not send someone home the day after they get their fucking foot amputated. Like, holy shit. But give it time, then you can do all the activities you want. Alright, Rosalina? Skill issue on the hospital's part? Yes. Dr. Kelly is so cute, smiling when she talks to Rosalina. Yeah, it's really nice, actually. We found something in Oscar's house last night. A stone carving that gave me and Tabitha a vision about what happened there. There was one in the mines the other night, too. Both of them had some sort of pull on me. Whatever they are, there's something like them in your clinic. I felt it last night. Those things are cursed. It's only a matter of time before something terrible happens at the clinic. You and Reese have to leave immediately. This is a bad thing to say to her, but I don't really care. It's the only time you see her smile, I think. I guess that's fair. No, I don't think we will. Just because you've decided to try and involve yourself in everyone's problems doesn't mean I want you to invade my space and try to deconstruct the life I built. All based on what? A feeling? Leave us alone. My son and I are fine without your help. If something does happen at the clinic, aren't you worried about Reese? If it's anything like what happened at us last night, he'll be fine. If something happens, I can take care of him. So none of you need to come snooping around. That's such a her response. Is like, I can handle anything that happens to Reese. Because I'm his mom. You know, there's a lot of parents that think like this. And you can kind of understand where they're coming from, even if it's not the right kind of thought process to have. Like, of course, your child, especially for Dr. Kelly, who is seemingly a single mom, like, her kid is, like, the number one thing that she has in her life. I don't know. Dr. Kelly is a lot like my mom. If I was chronically ill, I feel like me and my mom would have Dr. Kelly and Reese's relationship. Like, it's very, very similar. Like, I know my mom cares about me, but she also is, like, very protective. So is there a Mr. Kelly? Shut the fuck up, please. Should I call you harmless now? Jesus, what the fuck is this? Harmless ass question, true. It even has the lip bite. It's me, it really is. So you've got your meds, and you've got your nest of pillows, a helpful friend by your side, and a cat to keep you company. Seems like you're all set. Make sure you do a whole lot of nothing today. I will. Bye, Dr. Kelly. Yes, thanks again for coming down to see us, Joan. Oh, her name is Joan Kelly. Interesting. And Reese Kelly, then. You never trust anyone with two first names. That's such a silly thing to say. Not a problem. Much rather she stay put than have to get in and out of cars. I'll call later today to see how things are going. Hope the rest of the week is less eventful for the both of you. Goodbye, Rosalina. Make sure you stay put and keep Pixel company, okay? Don't worry, Doc. I'll keep her warm. I'm helping. I love Pixel. Dr. Kelly towards you again, her usual glare absent. I hope you'll take me up on my offer, Nori. I'm concerned about you. And then she pushes past you to leave Oscar's house. Well, you kids have some space. Alexis, why don't you figure out a restful activity for you and Rosalina? Will do, Mr. Get-Togethers. I bought some video games and puzzles for my house. Some movies, too. Whatever you want to do, Rosalina. Oscar ushers you back to the library. What's up? Is everything okay? Yes, everything's fine. Or at least much better than yesterday. I can't thank you enough for your Nori. I'd like to be as helpful as I can from here on out. Now that our little situation is dealt with, I'll finally have time to dig into the town archives. Our house was haunted because someone was murdered there. The mine collapse the other night was the site of a mass grave. With enough research, maybe we'll be able to get a step ahead of the next crisis. Maybe we can actually preempt it. That is assuming there's going to be a next crisis, but something tells me we aren't in the clear yet. And we should compare notes. Not that I have any to start with, but if you know anything that might narrow down my research, it could save me a lot of time. I don't think we actually know that much more than you do, but I've got some hunches. I can't help but feel like there must have been some kind of inciting incident, since everything started getting weird seemingly overnight. If the inciting event was, or where to start looking, I have no idea, but something to keep in mind. Avery stares at you. I mean, it's obvious, right? Things only started happening once Nori got here. That's true. Kanika shoots Avery a glare. No, we are not throwing Nori under the bus. What? There's nothing wrong with being a magical catalyst. Sure, there's probably nothing wrong with someone being a magical catalyst. There's definitely something wrong with saying someone's a magical catalyst. Kanika, it's okay. I think it's okay in these kind of circumstances. Just be like, yeah, it's probably because you showed up in town. If people get the wrong idea, we're only a couple steps away from the whole town deciding to shaw her. Oh. Is that the guy on the fucking cross on the fucking steel beam that's being carried? I'm assuming it is. Nobody's going to drag Nori into a witch hunt on my watch. I think we've outgrown the days of running people out of town on rails. Yep. I'd rather play it safe. Don't worry, it's not like I'm gonna run around town telling everyone that Nori magicked a bunch of terrible disasters into existence. But if there's a catalyst for all of this, why wouldn't it be a lost Scarlet finally coming home to Scarlet Hollow? If I may, Nori getting in town isn't the only major event that's happened lately. Pearl-Ann died over a week ago, and those creatures in the woods were already reproducing by the time she arrived. Not to mention I started seeing those things in our house before Pearl-Ann passed, I think. I never thought to make note of exactly when the spirit made itself known. If there's a root cause for all of this, hopefully there's a way to put the genie back in its bottle. I'm going to do my best to find out if there's ever been any similar events, and whether there's anything special about Scarlet Hollow that might explain what's going on. A couple things. I want to talk about all of this, basically. Those carvings I warned Dr. Kelly about are important. I think there was something like that under my house all this time, and to think someone must have put it there. But who? And there was one in the mines, and if you're right, there's one in the clinic. Maybe that's what I should be focusing on right now. How many of those things are there? If we're lucky, maybe just those 3, but I'd rather not count on it. Good thing Nori has an open appointment with the doc. Go look around for clues while you're there. And it's probably a good idea to see her anyways. For your health. One way or another, I'm going to find myself back there soon enough. It's faint, but I can still feel the pull of that clinic door. And it's only getting stronger. Well, you have an open invitation to visit at this point. She has an open invitation for her physical. I don't think Dr. Kelly is going to be too appreciative of that turning into an investigation. We should be more cautious about what we do next. We don't want anyone to get attacked or possessed by any more ghosts, even if it is to help a friend. I don't know if we have time to play it safe. Just give me a day or two to do some research before you do anything rash, okay? We have a carving right here. Maybe studying it can give us some leads. Not a chance. I know the ghost is probably gone for good, but that thing is evil, and if there's any the slightest chance going back there, down there, trigger something, it's not worth disturbing. At least not until we know more. My daughter's safety comes first right now. We finally have our house back, and I'm not taking any risk until we know what we're dealing with. No arguments here. Make sure Pixel stays inside, or he might get grabbed by ditchlings. Ditchlings are those things from the woods, right? With those faces? Yeah, the anguished doughboys. I kind of like them. It's like a hidden object game out there today, with all the weird little faces peering out of the bushes. Like them? I'm talking about the same creatures that have been laying eggs in the local wildlife. I don't want to get friendly with them or anything, I just think they're kind of interesting. To each their own. Will do. I can't imagine how devastated Rosalina would be if something were to happen to him, especially after everything she's been through. Whatever we're doing next, I feel like we're missing a vital team member. We need to find Stella, and fast. I agree, we need her brazen energy if we're going to do any serious sleuthing. See you around, Oscar. Let us know what you find. I will. Alright. Oh well. Good to know you have an open invitation to the clinic today. Finding Stella should be our priority, but it wouldn't hurt to check on Reese later. It wouldn't hurt for you to get a checkup either. Before you suggest your next move, you start to feel woozy. Spots form at the edges of your vision. Your legs suddenly feel unstable. Your body's sending you clear signals of exhaustion. And then it passes. Still, it probably wouldn't be long before your body needs a chance to rest. You should plan your next move wisely. I guess let's check out the diner. If we need a rest, maybe we can get some food. Folks tend to congregate there. Maybe we'll run into someone who's seen Stella. Here's hoping Winnie doesn't try to rope me into clocking early. It feels like you've walked into a private meeting. The back booth is full of miners, and they're having what seems to be an intense discussion. Their expression is gravely serious. What's going on? There's a strike up at the mines. They made the diner their base of operations. When you asked for the morning off, I didn't think you'd be showing up with friends. Sorry, Aunt Winnie. Stella's gone missing. I've been helping these two track her down. You haven't seen her, have you? Don't you apologize now. I can't say I have. Should I be worried about her? I hope not. We're not interrupting anything here, are we? Of course not. Any paying customer is welcome. As long as you aren't about to step on anybody's toes or cause a fuss. The miners in the back were too engaged to notice you enter, and instead of speaking in hushed voices, argue with each other loudly enough for you to easily overhear. Harrison. I don't remember which one is Harrison. Sure, the shift skills are tough, and sure, we don't get enough time off to see my family as often as I'd like, but this is the best job I can get right now. Listen, kid. You're only a year or so into this gig. Trust me, the longer it's on, the more it sucks the life out of you. Zax is the old guy. At first, you're just unhappy, but you think you can weather it till you find something better. A paycheck's a paycheck. I get it. But the next thing you know, you've lost years of your life to a company that doesn't give a solitary shit about you. It uses up every free second it can suck out of its workers and pays us just enough to survive, not so much that we can ever save enough to get the hell out. Zax, we could get fired for this. I think that's the woman. I really need a paycheck. My sister needs a paycheck. I'm the only reason she can afford her tuition right now. I can't get fired. And this job still has its perks, like the company housing. I can't afford my own place and send money back home. I don't know where I could live if I didn't have this job. Right, the company housing. How generous of the big boss to put you up in a company-owned shack that ain't had proper maintenance done in decades. You know she used that housing as an excuse to pay us less. And the company housing almost means that nobody in this damn town owns the place they live. That's why the Scarlets can keep getting away with whatever they want. True! This guy's speaking facts, actually. Company housing? Yup. If you missed it on day 2, I think it was. Maybe it was the beginning of day 3. We spent the morning with our cousin bonding in one of the company houses that she uses to just like get away from everything. But yeah, our sister has company houses and he's a unit buster. You know that we're good people. Zex, we don't have the numbers, man. You know this is risky. Riskier than most of us can afford. That's Baker, that's the guy with the beard. We would have the numbers if y'all would just stand with me and not let management's scare tactics get to you. It's not scare tactics. People like her now. The woman ran into a collapsing coal mine and saved 3 children from being buried alive. I feel you, I really do, but how are we supposed to ignore it as a strike against a town hero? Are you trying to tell me that a mine collapsing less than 2 days ago is why you don't want to strike? It's bad time, Zax. It's always a bad time, Baker. Doesn't matter whose name is on the deed for the place. Without us, there is no mine. We've got them against the ropes. We can't back down now or they'll come out swinging. Hey, have any of you seen Stella? She's missing. Mine is turned towards the doorways, all eyes glaring at you in unison. The YouTuber? We ain't seen her. Harrison's voice drops to barely an audible mumble. I hope she's okay. Thanks, Harrison. Harrison, a real one. I mean, I'm not going to weigh in on any of this. I guess we should get going. Still no sign of Stella. As you consider your next move, your vision blurs again, but this time it persists. The weakness in your knees returns, your ears fill with static, and you can feel yourself swaying, unable to control your body. It seems the toll of the pact you made last night is finally catching up with you. Uh-oh. Whoa, you don't look too good. Your body crumples to the ground. Oh shit, the general store is just around the corner. Let's get you inside. God damn it, if we're the reason that we can't fucking find Stella, I'm gonna be so upset. The bells of the general store jingle welcomely as your companions drag you across the threshold. You faintly make out the unintelligible mumbling of must be voices, and then you fade out again. That's Sybil on the right. Oh, we get taken to her tea room. You come into a chair in the tea room. Sybil sits across from you, a gentle smile of relief watching over her face as you regain consciousness. It's dark here, the sunlight filtering through the heavy curtains, weak and watery, partially supplemented by the bright grow lights over the plant in the corner. Welcome back. It's just the two of us now, I'm afraid. Avery had to go help out at the diner, and Kanika is getting some much-needed bed rest upstairs. I went ahead and made you some tea, dear. It should help a bit with your condition. Your eyes drift down to the freshly brewed tea in front of you. It smells light and citrusy, with undertones of decaying earth. It's the same tea you sampled with Avery at the diner on Tuesday. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Alright. Don't expect it to change your gray hairs back, but at the very least it should make it easier for your mind and spirit to adjust to the physical changes you've gone through. Thank you. Don't worry, Jess. I got you. Hopefully you'll be a little less exhausted and a little less prone to passing out. When you're finished, you can use the teas for a reading. On the house, of course. Till then, why don't we just chat? Sip your tea. Citrus smell is fleeting, quickly replaced with the earthiness at its core, like you've taken a mouthful of dirt. But the aftertaste combines the two flavors into something soothing and medicinal. You find yourself feeling more comfortable in your muscles relaxing for the first time in days. Excuse me. Mystical. It's soothing beyond what you would expect out of ordinary tea. There must be something magical at work in this blend. What's with all the mystery and ritual? If you have something to tell me, just come out and say it. I'll need your tea leaves first. I have pieces of the puzzle, but the tea leaves should help give me the full picture. So how did you wind up in Scarlet Hollow? Well, my family's been in these hills for a long time. That's how I know so much of the local flora. Everything I've learned was handed down from generations of hill folk. There hasn't always been a reliable doctor up here, especially not one most folks could afford. They have to figure out their own medicine. Interesting. I wonder if she's descended from the witch and that's why Kanika was taken for that role. The other day you promised to tell me, what was it, unsavory tales of my mom's youth? I most certainly did, though I might have been exaggerating for a bit for dramatic effect. I'm prone to do that. In a town this size, you get to know everybody, no matter what age difference might be. Also, Rengoku is here. I wonder if I can take a break to feed him and let Ruby out. Boy. I went to take a photo of him and he's rubbing his face against my phone. This is so funny. Here you go. Send you this photo. I'm gonna throw this one in the Discord of his blurry close-up face. Holy shit. He's so cute. Oh, sorry, I hit my mic. I love him. I love him to death. Vivian was a little younger than me, which meant I always had a certain older instinct about her. Her family wasn't good to her. Perlan was a lot like your great-grandmother, Edwardine. Which is to say, she was not a very kind woman. Similar to Tabitha, with more sexual grace and considerably more hatred for her fellow man. But your mother wasn't a shrinking violet either. She was just as stubborn as any other Scarlet, so her family choosing her as their punching bag made her into quite the rebel. We know that their mother would die in childbirth. What do you know about my grandma? I'm afraid there isn't much I can tell you. I think there were two in that generation. The eldest died when the girls were still children. Edward never spoke about them, nor did your mother. I feel like I know a lot about the women in my family, but what about the men? Did they even exist? I suppose they just haven't been very noteworthy since Edwardine took over the mines. Her husband died a long time ago, and to be quite honest, I can't even recall his name. Might have been Stuart or something just as forgettable. Damn. Shots fired at all the Stuarts. Well, Vivian said her father was some teenage fling, and once your grandmother found out she was pregnant. I'm fairly certain it was similar for Vivian, though she was much older. I believe she was the one who ended it, with what was skipping town and all. Slandering my homie Stuart Little. Jess, did you even watch that movie? Was that movie even around when you were a kid? Wait, did they remake Stuart Little? Now that I'm thinking about it, did they remake it? Yes? What do you mean, yes, like that? Stuart Little's from, like, the early 90s. Isn't it? From 1999. I guess it's later than I thought it was. Released in December 1999. Interesting. Same year as me? Oh, I thought you were a little younger than that. I thought you were like Harmless's age, but you're older than Harmless then? Because Harmless is 2001, isn't he? By 1 year? I'm 2000. Oh, I thought you were 2001. I have an older sister and inherit a lot of her movies and stuff growing up. I see. Well, that's neat. What happened when my mom found out she was pregnant? Came to me for advice. She was distraught. It was like she'd been handed a death sentence. It was fear from what happened to her own mother. Maybe it was something else. But she seemed convinced she was in danger. Tabitha had already been born by then, of course, but she was born in wedlock, and I assumed your mother's worries had something to do with religion. Though the Scarlets weren't particularly religious as far as I knew. But the way Vivian was that night she came to me, it stuck in my mind. It's always had me wondering what it was about your family that made her panic so much at the thought of having a baby. Interesting. You close your eyes and take another sip, and then another. It's delightful. The tea is gone before you know it, and the small cup empty, save for what's left of the rehydrated leaves coating the bottom. Sybil wasn't lying when she said it would help your condition. You still feel aged and worn, but you're a little less tired and a little mentally sharper than you were a few minutes ago. Oh good, glad you found the tea palatable enough to drink. It should do you some good. It's one of my more medicinal blends. Now on to business. Sybil takes the cup from you, staring thoughtfully down at the sludge. Oh dear, this doesn't bode well. You got just about every warning that can fit in the bottom of a cup. Cross, kettle, hourglass. All these mean death, misery, difficulty. And the hourglass ties it all together with definite urgency. It's fair to assume that this all has to do with whatever brought the ditchlings. Something is coming, and whether any of us can stop it, I'm not sure. But we may at the very least be able to figure out what it is. And there's a central figure here. A cat. An enemy lurking in plain sight. Fro. There's no shot. I'd like to see. I didn't realize the mystical perk would let us be able to take a look at our own tea leaf reading. I'm sure it wouldn't make much sense to most people. It'd probably look like just a confusing mess of old leaves, but you're free to look. You take the cup, staring down at it. It's just leaves. There's no pattern, nothing swimming together in the dregs of your tea to give you any warnings or premonitions. After a long moment, Sybil takes the cup back from you. Oh, the mystical perk didn't let us actually do a reading. Interesting. I hope that settled your curiosity. Don't worry if you couldn't make sense of it. It takes years to learn this sort of thing, even for some with your propensities. She winks conspiratorially. I see. My sister is 94, so growing up I got to see a lot of her stuff, games, etc. I ended up relating to a lot of things, that era of things a lot. Well, it's my era, so you're more than welcome to relate to me a lot. Thank you, I'll make sure to do that. The cat's gotta be Pixel, or maybe it's Fro. Those are the two cats I know. Here, the cat isn't a literal cat. Like I said, it's a symbol for an enemy lurking in plain sight. Probably a human enemy, but almost certainly not a cat. You don't have to figure out the answer right away. It often takes time for the mind to connect the dots. Just be on your guard and keep vigilant that someone close to you isn't to be trusted. We know from the ditchlings that something terrible is coming your way, and it's likely coming from connecting to some hidden enemy. I don't know, Frofro is definitely an op. Frofro is definitely an op. Like, for sure. Perhaps we can try to counteract whatever might be planned for you. Judging by what you told me last night, those stones, carving seals, whatever you want to call them, I think it's likely they have something to do with this. Until the cat reveals itself, it seems your best course of action is to seek these carvings out, piece together what you can from your visions, and arm yourself with information. Have you sensed any others around town? Do you think you might be able to find another? Your thoughts drifted to the door yesterday, the one that seemed to draw you in, urging you deeper into the clinic. Even just remembering it is enough to tug at you, compelling you to return and open it to see what's on the other side. You can find Stella later. Maybe you can even find her there. Oh. They're like, this pull is enough to be like, fuck Stella. You can deal with her later. What's important now is finally seeing what's hidden in the clinic. I think I felt another in the clinic. That's good. If you can find your way inside and then cover another stone, that should give you a leg up on your adversary. You'll just have to be careful to avoid the doctor. Something tells me she won't too kindly to you sniffing around her clinic. I think that's all the help I can offer. This conversation has been illuminating, even if it just brought up more questions than giving any clear answers. Oh, we can invite her along? You helped last night, why don't you come with me? I may have been able to see through that spirit's illusions, but I'm not some kind of all-powerful entity. I'm an old woman. I have trouble with my knees, and my eyesight isn't what it used to be. In most situations, I'd be more a liability than a hopeful companion. Imagine if I'd been on those mines with you. Some use I'd be, struggling to climb over rocks and ladders, throwing my back out from all the crouching. What is with these, like, negative responses? Holy shit. Thanks, I'll let you know if I find anything. Glad to hear it. I hope it all goes well, and I wish you luck. Hopefully you won't need it. Thank you again for humoring an old lady and stopping by for a chat. With a small grunt of effort, Sybil gets up from the table and you're escorted back to the door. Remember, be careful who you put your trust in. According to your tea, the cat is getting ready to pounce, and merely being ready for it might not be enough. Sybil closed the door to the tea room, the bells of its door strangely flat in the stale air of the nearly empty general store. Oh, this is interesting. Go to the clinic, go to your doctor's appointment. Are those not in the same place? I'm checking on Kanika real quick. I don't really need any more tea. I think I'm just going to lie down for a while. I'm not your mom. Oh, Nori, what's up? I'm going to the clinic. I was hoping you would join me. Sorry, Nori, Mom was right. I'm exhausted. I probably shouldn't push it, or wind up worse off tomorrow. Looks like you're on your own. Okay. Make your way out of the general store and down the road to the clinic. You make your way up the familiar hill, past the rows of ragged houses that make up Scarlet Hollow's residential area. It isn't long before you find yourself outside of Dr. Kelly's clinic, its secrets enticing you to find a way in. Even at the bottom of the hill, you can already feel the presence. It's like a magnet has been fixed to your ribcage, gently tugging you forward, getting towards whatever emits this compulsive frequency. Alright, we got a ditchling here, a ditchling here, an uninfected raccoon, which is kind of surprising. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 ditchlings near the basement, like near Reese's room. We've got one here. We've got one here. Oh, and we've got Sam Wayne. Look at that. Sam Wayne right over there on the left. You see that? That's crazy. Wow. Let's save. It's time for your checkup. I think our character should buy a firearm. You know, I agree. Ask a wooden creature how they get into the house. You quickly glance around, eyes trained on the underbrush. A flash of a striped tail grabs your eye immediately. Can I help you, Buster? I love the raccoon. Hey there, if you were trying to break into that house at the top of the hill, how would you do it? What, just because I got little hands and like go through people's trash, I'm supposed to know how to break into places? There's a hill that'll take you right up to that big flat roof thing. Sometimes the humans leave windows open up there and I go inside. Don't tell them, okay? I like to sleep in their big piles of cloth. It's one of my few joys in life. That's very funny. He leaves as you turn back, look at the clinic. A dull throb sets in your knees. There's no way you're doing that. I love them. I know, the raccoon is great. All the animals are super great. You have your way in. Just go in through the clinic door. No one will see you. You found at times that if you haven't wished to be seen, there's nothing been stopping you from remaining hidden. Graveyards, abandoned buildings, old tunnels. You've been in all sorts of strange and unusual places without incident. And for some reason tonight, Dr. Kelly's clinic feels no different. You haphazardly make your way up the wooden stairs to the clinic's wraparound porch, taking steps in strange patterns. To an outside observer, you might appear to be drunk, but there's an unconscious method to your conscious madness, even though you would be hard-pressed to describe it. But there's no creak or moan of ancient wood as you make your way to the door. Silence. You push open the door slowly and slip in. You can see the doc at a desk in some room down the hall. She hasn't noticed you. You shut the door silently, watching her closely. You're in the clinic, free to explore as you please. Or rather, you're free to explore as you please. You can feel that odd sensation again. That nagging pull of whatever it is that you wanted you to find it. You're here now, and it knows you're here, and you know exactly what it is. Another stone carving, eager to show you its secrets. You've been caught by its gravity and overwhelming curiosity guiding you around a corner and down towards a dark doorway under the stairs. It's been left ajar, as if inviting you to enter. Oh, this is totally fine. Going into this room alone. Totally fine. Turn on the lights. The lights click on. You're in the morgue. And Reese is laying there. Nori? He squints, seemingly unsure whether you're the same person he met yesterday. What are you doing in the morgue? Taking a nap, bro? I guess. Vampire. Hi. You haven't seen Stella around, have you? She's been missing since last night. I haven't. Did you think you'd find her in the morgue? His words seem distant to you. The tugging is stronger down here. You almost feel yourself slipping into a trance and your eyes wander to the back wall of the morgue. You need to see what's back there. Follow the pull. You touch the wall. It feels disappointingly solid under your palms. Hey, are you okay? You feel Reese's hand gently shake your shoulder, and for a moment the thing on the other side of the blank white wall loosens its pull on you. Oh, you can hear the whispering and stuff. You look kind of possessed for a second there. You good? Make him understand. Use your words. Don't let his fervor consume you. Be present in the moment. You inhale deeply and take in your surroundings. You can't help but notice one of the body storage drawers is labeled Pearl and Scarlet. Gotta take care of some family stuff. I'll take it later. Have a nice time. Thank you, thank you. I hope that whatever you gotta deal with, I hope it goes super well and is all super easy. Have a good rest of your night. Good night. Good night, good night. Bye-bye. The mines had a stone carving the other night, as did Oscar's house yesterday. They've been giving me visions, and I can sense one on the other side of this wall. I need to see it. Reese glances back at the wall. You're really serious, aren't you? This is probably a bad idea, but if you really need to get in there, I'm pretty sure there's an emergency axe somewhere upstairs. I just need to get the dock out of our hair. Should take 2 seconds. Get the dock out of our hair? Yeah, if I say I'm sick and need something, she'll drop whatever she's doing and do it for me. Surefire way to get her out of the house. Most of the time it's true anyway. Doesn't it make her worry more about you even more? Nothing I do at this point to get her to stop worrying about me. Might as well use it to my advantage when I can. Thanks for understanding. Don't mention it. If there's anything I can do to actually be useful, I'm happy to help. Be right back. He strides past you, his long legs moving swiftly. He seems excited, his usual dour demeanor replaced with an uncharacteristic pep when faced with the prospect of sneaking around and tearing down walls. Hear his soft voice filtering in through the open doorway at the top of the stairs, a hoarse and sickly edge added for effect as he speaks to his mother. Hey, Mom. He coughs gently. Reese, I didn't know you were awake. I still feel like shit, but I think I can finally keep some juice down. It looks like we're all out, though. Really? I thought I'd just pick some up. I've got an errand to run on Main Street anyway. I'll go pick up some orange juice, and some ginger ale, too. That'd be awesome. Sorry to ask, I know you're probably busy. It's no problem, it doesn't take long. Don't do anything too strenuous while I'm gone. Just lie in bed until I get back. Thanks, Mom, I'll take it easy. You hear footsteps move down the hall, and then the front door opening and closing. It worked. The theatric rasp has left his voice, excitement rising in its place. Come on up, we don't have long until she's back. As you step out of the morgue, you relax. Extra space between you and the carving has weakened its hold on you, and with it, your desperation to claw your way through the wall and unveil it. It's one of those emergency fire axes, so it should be pretty obvious wherever it is, though I'm not sure where she would be keeping it. I'll show you around. Let's try the doc's office first. Make your way to the doorway of her now vacant office. I don't see an axe in here. He's right. A cursory glance reveals nothing but stacks of paper and cabinets of medical supplies. But something on the desk catches your eye. Some sort of records with your family's name on them. Reese stops in the doorway, turning to watch as you leaf through the documents. Find something interesting? They're your family's death certificates. Pearl Ann, cause of death sleep apnea, discovered by her daughter, Tabitha Chrysanthemum Scarlet. No autopsy performed. Tabitha's middle name is Chrysanthemum. Wonder who cursed her with that mouthful. Oh, I think it's pretty. Edwardine's death certificate. Born April 9th, 1913. Died February 12, 2003, aged 89. Cause of death, heart failure. Signed by her granddaughter, Pearl Ann Scarlet. Enoch's death certificate. Fall from cliff. Lacerations to the neck and body consistent with fall from great height. Theodore Scarlet, cause of death, crushed in mine collapse. Body not recovered, signed by his brother Enoch. Joseph Scarlet. Lewis Scarlet. Both killed at Normandy. These must have been Edwardine's brothers. Certificate of fetal death, infant boy, are Andrew Charles Scarlet, delivered in 1945. Stillbirth, mother of Edwardine. Complications of birth, no doctor present, home burial. Age 9, signed by mother Edwardine. Mary Bell Scarlet. Age 17. Signed by her mother, Edwardine. Oh, that's a lot of kids to outlive. I'm not supposed to be in here, we gotta hide. Hurries to the closet door, motioning you inside. You slip past him and squish yourself into what little space is available in the nearly full closet. Reese is close on your heels. What? She's back that fast? That's crazy. There you listen as the doctor makes her way to some room deeper in the clinic. In tiny silence of the closet, every breath seems too loud, as if you could expect Dr. Kelly to hear it from wherever she was across the house. Or wait just a second, just in case. Quietly wait for the danger to pass. The two of you stand in tense silence, both crammed in the suffocating closet, taking shallow breaths so she could hear you breathing from the other side of the building. While the footsteps soon return, Dr. Kelly makes her way back towards your hiding place, creaking floorboards broadcasting her location all the way to the hallway just outside your hiding spot. The footsteps return. They get louder, approaching the office door, then they stop. Much to your relief, she opens another door, leaving the main clinic. We're in the clear. Probably only got a minute or two until she comes back, so let's make it count. The medical supply room is probably our best bet. If any other room in the clinic is likely to have a fire axe, it's probably the room full of chemicals. This way. I love how he's sneaking around his own house. That's crazy. Yes, there it is. Keys. Here we go. He rushes over to the cabinet that contains a bright red axe, pulling the glass door open. Your axe. Now we can... Reese pauses, turning to listen intently. That was the door from the house. Come on. If we hurry, we can get you back downstairs. I'll run interference. Go downstairs, quick. You can hear her approaching now, floorboards creaking in the hallway on the other side of the office. You follow Reese's instruction, once again starting down the basement stairs, letting the pull of the stone carving guide you back to the morgue. Dr. Kelly's voice filters down from above. I was right, we did already have juice. It was just in the back of the fridge, but there's no harm in having extra. What are you doing in the clinic? I thought I told you to go rest. Oh, I'm just gonna go chill in the morgue. I got my speakers, so if you hear some weird sounds, it's just my music. I'll be sure to put in earplugs to drown out all the industrial clanging you listen to. Oh my gosh. We're really getting away with this, that's crazy. I'm not the biggest fan of you spending time down there. It can't be good for your mental health to hang out in a refrigerator for corpses. Clang, 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 get pregnant. Harmless. What robot are you spending time with? Holy shit. Y'all be fine. It's just a change of scenery. Our room feels too claustrophobic right now. 2B? Shut the fuck up. Don't worry, I know you have a thing for Nier. Why 2B? Clearly 9S should be your choice. Okay, I'll let you know when it's time for dinner. You hear the door close and the sound of Reese descending the stairs. I'd do anything for 2B cosplayer, GF. I know you would. I know you would. To join you in the fluorescent lit room below. Hey. You listen to music that sounds like a wall being broken down? Of course I do. I'm sad all the time. Por qué no los dos? True. Glad my taste in music is finally coming in handy. It's exactly the cover we need. Stop asking questions. It's time to see what's on the other side of that wall. I should warn you, something spooky might happen when we break down that wall. Reese smiles. Good. Feel like I've been missing out lately. Wall now. Wall now, yes? Have at it. Approach the far end of the morgue, axe practically swinging through the air as you strike the wall. Our first cut offers a surprising amount of resistance. There is some structure behind it, some wood frame holding it in place, trying to stand between you and what waits for you on the other side. You stagger back from the massive hole in the wall and admire your effort. Holy shit. The splintered edge frames a dark passage, seemingly cut into the deep side of a cliff, cold seeping from a forgotten place into the already frigid morgue. Reeve coughs as he takes a better look at what lies beyond the wound in the wall. Rengoku's telling me to hurry up. There's a whole hallway back there. Thick, stale air leaks from the hole, filling the morgue with an earthly mildew smell, like the room is slowly filling with dirt. And the stink of the grave-like room beyond comes from an even stronger compulsion. You step forward and climb into the hole. This is wild. I had no idea any of this was here. Entire hospital wing, rotting away from decades behind some flimsy drywall. Someone doesn't want us to find these carvings. I wonder if it's whoever put them there, or if it's someone else. Whatever the reason, they went to a lot of effort to hide this one. I wonder if the doc even knows about this wing. You step forward into the unknown. You don't bother to retrieve the axe. The final wall concealing the carving is rotten. Water damage having eaten away at the wood over the course of unknowable years, the planks nearly reduced to sawdust. You tear into it. Oh, this one has, like, people. And, like, goats and stuff. Injured man. Enoch, I thought you weren't going to come. I was worried you'd leave me here forever. They said there's nothing I can do. I'll never use my legs again. Enoch, what am I going to do? Calm down, Teddy. Those doctors don't know what they're talking about. I'm going to do my own research, and I found us an alternative. We won't have to worry about anything from here on out. I promise. I went to talk to the witch. Uh-oh. Is Enoch the one that got pushed off the cliff? And Teddy was... Or are these the two? I don't remember from like 30 seconds ago when we were looking at the files. Enoch is the brother of Edwardine? I think he got pushed off a cliff or something? I don't remember. I went to talk to the witch. A witch? But that's nonsense. It's alright. Isn't Enoch the guy who Whole Ghost was trying to undo? No. That was Charles Shaw Jr., whose, like, family we wronged. His dad was blamed for the incident at the mine. And then his wife killed him. His wife, who was a Scarlet. I thought he was digging the hole to undo something and got pushed into the hole. Oh, maybe. I don't remember, actually. Maybe, though. That very well could be the case. I do not remember, Jess. And this might be what he's referring to. It's alright, it's all sorted. We're taking you home today, and everything will be resolved by this time next week. Interesting? I don't know what interesting means. That's right, Doctor. At this point, it's safe to say his body was never recovered. Whoever it was that claimed to be Theodore, it wasn't him. Wasn't even paralyzed, as it turned out. Oh, what? Just some grifter trying to take advantage of the tragedy. Interesting. Oh, I see. I see. You're good. Everything goes black. Vision swims back into focus, and it takes a solid second or two to reorient yourself. You're in an unfamiliar bed. Reese leans against the far wall, eyeing you with concern and curiosity. Hey, I was worried you'd slipped into a coma or something. You tore down a wall like a wild animal, found some weird carving, and collapsed. I think you might have had some kind of seizure. Are you okay? Does Dr. Kelly know I'm here? No, I snuck you back into the house while she was busy in the medical storage room. Figured you wouldn't want to come to in the morgue. Okay, well, I guess we're not in trouble yet, but we're definitely going to be. I had a vision. Like a hallucination? I have those sometimes too. I used to have them a lot as a teen. Always just weird little things, like my hands would look wrong, or my neck would seem too long, or the room would feel smaller. I think the carvings are trying to warn me about something. My family has dark secrets. No, at least one of those death records is murky. I don't think Teddy died in the mine collapse. My family has secrets. It's a weird thing to cover up, but that's not too surprising. An old family like that usually has at least a few secrets. Hopefully that's all ancient history. It's not like it's easy to cover up deaths these days, right? How did I get here? I carried you. But you have a delicate constitution. What? It wasn't super far or anything. I just picked you up and carried you. I might be sick a lot, but that doesn't mean I'm made of paper. I can still do things normal people can do. I'm sure I'll pay for it later. Oh, interesting. So, what now? Might be stuck down here for a little bit. The doc is on the warpath up there. I refuse to take my medicine, and she's not happy about it. I went ahead and blocked my door so she can't get down here. Now we just have to wait her out. Why didn't you take your medicine exactly? Because it makes me feel like shit. I was fine yesterday until the doc made me take those pills. I was fine all day today. What's the harm in going a day without, right? And now that I'm not taking it, it's like all those weird little memories have come rushing back. Bad memories. I don't think the doc's a good person. I don't think she wants me to be healthy. I don't think she wants me to see people. And now that I'm waking up to that truth, I don't think there's any going back. For either of us. You blocked your door? It's just a precaution. I don't think I can underestimate her at this point. For the first time in a while, I don't feel like roadkill, and I'd rather keep it that way. God, he's like pacing back and forth. This dude is pissed. I don't need her coming down here and forcing any medicine on me, and doing God knows what to you to keep quiet. I don't think any of this. Can we just wait? Makes sense. Maybe I panicked a little. The way she was talking to the door saying I should take my pills, I just took what few precautions I could. It's not ideal, but at least buys us time to figure out what to do. We could treat her as a serious threat. That might sound strange, but I think she's gone to some desperate lengths in the past. These are weird memories I have. I always assumed they were dreams or hallucinations, but now I'm not so sure. I think she's used tranquilizers on me. Other times I've gotten too unruly for her. Oh my god. We were right to fucking question her. Holy shit. That's crazy. I don't know how much of those memories I can trust, but I'm starting to think I should believe my instincts when it comes to the length she's willing to go to keep me under her control. We'll wait until she's asleep, and then we can at least get out of the basement, and we can figure out what to do from there. How are we supposed to pass the time until it's safe to leave? Distraction seems like a good idea. As you can probably tell, I'm getting a little jittery. Doesn't feel awful, to be honest. What if your mom doesn't fall asleep? You shouldn't call her my mom. As far as I'm concerned, she just forfeited that title. I don't even think I should call her doctor. She's just some woman now. Can't wait for her to be in the rearview mirror the rest of my life. If she doesn't fall asleep by 10, we can figure something else out. By 10? Damn, that's an early bedtime. These windows are supposedly shatterproof, which she always said was for burglars. Now I assume it was just yet another way to keep me boxed in. But we can try to break them anyway. I believe you owe me a showing of Shinochi Deathblood. I thought you didn't like horror. I won't complain though. I've been wanting to share this one with someone for years. He sets up the movie and joins you on the bed. Let me know if it gets to be too much for you. I'm not a great judge of how other people will react to this sort of things I watch. I definitely don't want you to feel uncomfortable. This is a slow burn of a movie, but the dread it's managing to build is palpable in the room. Maybe that's just how it feels down here all the time. What with the grisly paintings, lack of lighting, cinderblock walls, and of course the fact that its inhabitant has been practically homebound since his teens. I've seen a couple of this director's other films, and they're all interesting, though this is probably the best introduction to his work. The way it jump cuts to seemingly unrelated TV show recordings that then wind up tying back into the narrative adds a level of realism and depth to the world I find really engrossing. It's found footage used to its fullest. Oh, interesting. Can't believe I'll just be able to do things from here on out. Like watch movies with another person. Oh, bro looks manic. Or talk to people ever. You can hear the difference in energy now that Reese hasn't had his daily dose of medicine. He's uncharacteristically chatted, clearly not used to talking to another person, let alone when he has the energy to carry on a long conversation. Something is changing inside of him. Reese, you feel different, like your whole personality is changing. Is everything okay? Everything is more than okay. I haven't felt this good I don't think I've ever felt this good. I don't know that we're safe down here with him. Me when I get Adderall. Oh man. A man on the screen yells portents of doom into the camera, trailing off into a wordless scream. The plot is really heating up. I love that there are all these distinct sort of vignettes, like little pockets of horror that affect a small number of people, and only once you start to see how they fit together can you realize some fundamental horror about the universe. And then it sees you back. Incredible. Cosmic horror in the truest sense. Reese is becoming very animated. It's probably safe to assume that he's dealing with a lot of extra adrenaline right now, but with his entire reality turning out to be a lie. But he's also talking over the movie. It's more than just something that's changing in Reese. It's everything. There's a knock on the window. What? Nori, don't get any closer to that thing. It's time to go home. That voice. I know that voice. Is that who's been following you around? Without another word, Sam Wayne starts pounding on the supposedly shatterproof window. Enemies upstairs, enemies outside. We're surrounded. Even if I get you out of this house, I won't be safe. You won't be safe. God forbid a white boy gets a little silly. Yes. What do you mean? Wayne isn't going to hurt you. He hasn't hurt anyone. Yes, he will. He's furious with me. Can't you hear it? But I'm not weak anymore. I can fight back. I don't have to cower in fear from the people who want to hurt me. I can protect both of us, Nori. The window shatters. Oh, he has like long nails. I wonder if Reese is like a vampire, like actually a vampire, or a werewolf or something, and his mom has been like keeping it under wraps. You know what I'm saying? That would be crazy. Oh, God. Oh, no. What's up? Uh-oh. As Reese tears at the edges closed, paint bubbles out of the canvases, his ghoulish figures peeling themselves out of their two-dimensional world, invading yours, crawling up the wall. Okay, he is not just a vampire. He's been taking his heat suppression pills. I guess that's the case. He's definitely been on heat suppressants. Grab my hand, I'll pull you out. Leave us alone. Oh, Reese's text is now read. Oh my god. In a surge of violence, the change that has been brewing inside Reese finally comes. As it manifests, the broken basement window is sealed off, and Wayne along with it. I'm gonna save. Would? Absolutely. For sure. Of course. But I think we need to run for the stairs. See enough to know you need to leave. You run up the stairs. The door is blocked by a chair. And then it is blocked by something else, too. Try to tear through them. It reforms and regenerates to claw your way through. Defeated, you turn back to the basement. The remainder of Reese's paintings await their artist's command. It's okay. Stay right there. I can take care of this, then she won't be able to hurt anyone anymore. I'll be right back. Reese storms up the stairs, leaving you with his creations. Call Tabitha for help. Hey, where are you? Mom, pick me up, I'm scared, literally. Reese transformed into a monster is on some kind of rampage, can you come pick me up? What? Don't move a muscle, I'm coming to get you. Cousin hangs up the phone. Try and leave. But it's sealed by his constructs. Oh, that was the front door to the house. You make your way to the door that beckoned you yesterday, all intrigue now washed away. You know where it leads. You know what secrets the stone that lurked in the forgotten basement of the clinic had to share with you. Now the clinic holds a new horror. Somewhere beyond the narrow hallway leading from the house proper into the doctor's office, there is a monster preparing to do something unthinkable. You grasp the handle and turn. Duck! I duck. You do what she says, ducking out of the way. She shoots. The gun isn't very loud. There's only a pop as the projectile leaves the barrel, whizzing through the air. You turn to see a dart embedded in Reese's chest. He pulls the tranquilizer dart from between his ribs, heavy breaths as the drug courses through his system. You're going to You're gonna have to try harder than that, you bit. No. How did you? As if you could hope to stop me, you pathetic waste of flesh. Oh my god, Wayne. Before Wayne takes another step down the stairs, paint flows between the cracks of the wood. Reese's panic pulling in from a mob of furious creatures to hold his enemy in place. The artist darts away, but his creations continue their work in his absence. Dr. Kelly makes her escape down the hallway as Wayne is overcome, glued in place at the top of the stairs by stiffening globs of paint. I'm pretty sure if we don't go after Dr. Kelly, she's gonna die. We're gonna save again. You run forward, braving the onslaught of Reese's creations, dodging them as best as you can to try and see where Dr. Kelly went next. The door in front of you is smothered in paint. Hey. Dr. Kelly's voice crackles out of some unseen speaker. You, Nori. I'm stuck in the safe room. I can't help you from here, but you can help the both of us. What the hell is your son, ma'am? I wish I knew. He was fine until he hit puberty. Everyone said raising a teen was going to be a bitch, but they don't know the half of it. I need to get to the medical storage room. I'll give you further instructions when you're there. I'm here. Great, now listen to me. I need you to use the black taped key to get into the cabinet. Bring me the elephant tranquilizers. It's a bottle labeled carfentanil. Air tranquilizers clearly aren't going to cut it anymore. An intercom system, huh, Doc? Good, you should hear this. Nora, you don't have to do anything, she says. I'm not going to hurt anybody else. Just her. If I don't, you and I both know she's just going to shoot me full of elephant tranquilizers. Did I hear that right? Okay, this is becoming less wood, for the record. And shove me back down in that basement, or maybe someplace even worse, and keep killing me every day for the rest of my miserable existence. I feel amazing right now, better than I've ever felt in my life. I'm not dangerous, she's just scared because she knows she has to finally pay for what she's taken from me. I'm not gonna let you kill. Oh, we should probably save before we save this. I know I'm doing a lot of saving here. I'm just terrified because there is an actual monster in front of me. I'm not gonna let you kill someone, Reese. Why not? She wasn't afraid I might die. Does she know those tranquilizers aren't gonna kill me? Does she care? Trust me, Reese. I've always been careful with your medication. I want you to live. I love you. Very fair. Thank you. Tell yourself whatever lies you have to, Mom. If you wanted a good relationship, you had your chance, and you decided to convince me I was dying instead of letting me exist. Don't try to spin it like fucking Wayne shows up. Spin it like some kind of crime of passion now that the consequences are staring at you in the face. Enough. Reese cries out in pain. Oh, what the hell did you do to my shoulder? I'll handle it. Try to get somewhere safe until then. The two stagger off down the hallway. Quick, grab the tranquilizers and head to the safe room. You do what she says. The tranquilizers are easy to find, marked with a small square of black tape to match the key. She's certainly an organized woman. You make your way out of the medical storage room and back to the hallway where Dr. Kelly disappeared. Wayne the goat? Wayne has been the goat the whole time, apparently. As you approach, Dr. Kelly heaves open the door, slowly breaking apart the massive paint, sealing it shut. Hurry, I don't think I can keep it open for long. You sleep past her into the safe room. She shuts the door quickly, though one of the little smears of paint manages to slip past her. She stomps on it. Painted viscera splatters on the cement floor. Sounds like Reese and your friend are still fighting. We probably have a few minutes before he gets here. What's the game plan, both short and long term? Well, I pump him full of elephant tranquilizers, and I lock him in here. Then I somehow convince him to see things from my perspective. Then we all live happily ever after. Has that worked before? He's never known the exact nature of his condition before. Maybe it was a mistake to hide it from him. I thought it meant he could feel like he had more freedom, not knowing if he was just stopped taking his pills, he could become big and pointy enough to kill me. Is Dr. Kelly single? I believe so, yes. I'm going to have to revoke some of those freedoms now. He's not going to like that, but I think he'll understand even if it takes time. I don't think he wants to hurt people. He just can't help what he is. Let's talk Reese. Yeah, I bet you have some questions. Go ahead, I have nothing left to hide. When did you find out? A little after he hit puberty. He had all the usual changes, then a few extra. Thickened nails, sharp teeth, elfish ears. I figured he might have some kind of genetic disorder. I've checked out a few specialists, but there's nothing obviously wrong with him. Then we had an argument, and he changed right in front of me. It was nothing like what he is now, just a couple inches and some facial abnormalities. Enough to be noticeable. I was scared, he could see that, and he stopped. I thought it was a one-off, maybe a hallucination. But the second time, it wasn't as subtle and it didn't go away as easy. That's when I knew for sure that this was something beyond my realm of expertise. How did he not know what he was? I've been medicating him since he was 12. We've only had 3 incidents like this before, maybe 4 depending on what counts. This is the worst one by far. He doesn't seem to understand at first that he looks different, and just make sure to stay on top of his doses so he rarely ever does. But I've been preparing for this inevitability. He's an adult now, there's only so much I can do to control him. What is he? At first I thought he was some kind of werewolf. But if he is, he doesn't follow the kind of full moon rules or anything. Silver doesn't do shit to him, and you just saw what he looks like. It's just weird. I almost wish I could examine him while he's fully transformed. It'd be fascinating to know what happens to him, or how his body does it. But he seems pretty hell-bent on ripping my throat out, so I guess it'll just have to remain a mystery. Was his dad similar? A strange little smile creeps onto Dr. Kelly's face. I wish I knew. Reese just kind of happened. I wasn't seeing anyone, I just woke up pregnant one day. I know how impossible that sounds. I'm a doctor, for Christ's sake. What? She's fucking the Virgin Mary over here? What the fuck? Oh my god, he's Jesus. If this is what Jesus is gonna be like, the rapture is definitely happening. I kept having these weird dreams, almost like sleep paralysis episodes. Romantic sleep paralysis episodes. They were actually kind of sweet, but they were just dreams. And then all of a sudden my period stopped, I got morning sickness, and roughly 9 months later, she fucked a sleep paralysis demon. What the fuck? What? Oh, I see. Reese. She's so real. I mean, she is. She definitely is. How do you know he's dangerous? Well, he wants to murder me, so that's clue number 1. It's not like he's usually violent, Clint. He's mostly just sad, but every now and then we butt heads. That's usually when this side of him comes out. Imagine this happens anytime he gets frustrated with anyone. Imagine he gets road rage one day, turns into a 12-foot tall monster with a million teeth, and rips somebody apart in the middle of a major metropolitan area. Yeah, he's dangerous. I can fix him. I remain silent. I don't think I'm going to say any of those things. Well, Miranda, any other secrets you're keeping? You have it all. You have no idea how relieved I am to finally say all this shit out loud. Sit in silence and wait for Reese. I mean, we know this is like a safe room, so... The sound of distant breaking glass cuts through the silence at the clinic, outside the safe room. Shit, this might be game time. Get those tranks ready. We have to get this door open before he crosses the hallway. Dr. Kelly opens the door. The two of you stare out into the hallway. Is this what you were so afraid of? Hand over the tranquilizers. We didn't give them to her already? Oh my god, Tabitha shows up and kills him. Holy shit. Oh my god, what the fuck? Oh no. Oh no. Tabitha with the buckshot from the top rope? Oh my god. Before Dr. Kelly can fire, a different shot rings out. Reese's body is thrown to the wall. Shotgun in hand, your cousin rounds the corner and trains her weapon on his writhing body. Tabitha, what are you doing here? Stop it. Let me sedate him. We can deal with this non-lethally. No, don't shoot her. We're not shooting her. She's shooting him. Are you insane? That thing was trying to kill you. Let's just sedate him, because now that he's aware of his condition, maybe it's possible that, like, while he's on medication, we can convince him to, like, keep taking medication. I'm gonna save again. You leap forward, placing your body between Tabitha and the whimpering Reese, his face already trying to stitch itself back together as he writhes on the ground. Oh, he can heal. Holy shit. Or what the hell do you think you're doing? Don't kill him. He's still a person. Person my ass. Did you see his face? Both of you shut up and help me drag him into the safe room now. You turn to see Dr. Kelly already pulling her son towards the open doorway. Tabitha swings the gun on her back, huffily jumping in to help Dr. Kelly. It's not long before his regenerating body is sealed away behind the door. Not exactly how I thought that would play out, but at least none of us are dead. If you've done any permanent damage to him, you're going to be the one paying for the medical expenses, Miss Scarlet. You aren't seriously going to keep that thing alive, are you? It's clearly dangerous. What makes you think you can keep it locked up? It is my son, Miss Scarlet, and despite his appearances, he's still human. I prefer you to refer to him as such. Maybe it's not too late if he can heal from a shotgun crit. That's what I'm saying. Holy shit. I didn't realize he was going to have, like, superhuman regeneration as well. And I managed to keep him safely locked away and harmless for years. Sure, it'll be a little more difficult now that he knows about his condition, but that room is lined with lead. He's not going anywhere. He's human? Are you sure about that? Are we talking about the same guy? Trust me, I've done genetic tests. He is human, somehow, and it's my job as his mother to protect him, and to protect people from him. It's not a burden I take lightly. You don't have to worry about him getting out anytime soon. Dr. Kelly bought us time. I'm sure we can figure out what to do about him later. There's no we. He's my son. He's my problem. Preferred if both of you forgot what you saw tonight and went about your own business. If I recall from 2 minutes ago, you would have been chomped in half if I hadn't stepped in. I don't think you're capable of dealing with this rationally, Joan. Are you just going to hope somebody steps in next time too? One of these days your luck is going to run out. Get out. Out of my house. I don't need some kid to stand here lecturing me all night. I have a lot of cleaning up to do. Okay, well, I guess that's that. This feels like a decent outcome, I guess. At least for now. I don't know what's going to happen with Reese and Dr. Kelly, but I think this is probably, hopefully, the best outcome. It's a very risky outcome, but it's definitely the one that keeps the most people alive. You and your cousin leave the clinic, Dr. Kelly slamming the shotgun-blessed door behind you. Two of you make your way to the bottom of the hill where Tabitha's car is parked along the sleepy houses of Scarlet Hollow's residential street. She places her gun in the trunk and turns to face you. You're alone right now. Is Stella still missing? I tried calling her a couple of times, but I keep getting her stupid voicemail. I wonder what happens if you don't call Tabitha. I assume that you might be able to tranquilize him, but I'm not sure that you'd get away with it. You know? Yeah. Shit, let me think. It's a long shot, but there's a place that might be worth checking out. We're going on a hike. Oh, wow. Tabitha knows where to find Stella. Of all the people, Tabitha knows where to find Stella. Holy shit, that's awesome. I'm so happy for the two of them. After a bit of a trek, you and Tabitha stop at the edge of a two-lane road near the town limits. There, sitting on a log, staring mournfully out at the asphalt, is Stella. You watch her from the underbrush. She's alive, thank God. So I do assume that Stella's parents died in a car accident. That's what I've been assuming. That's why she's afraid of cars. She sounds more exasperated than relieved. Let's go talk to her. Don't you two have a thing? I don't want a third wheel. Just happy to know she's okay. Besides, we've got baggage. I'll just make things worse. Oh, do we have a thing with Stella? I wasn't really trying to have a thing with Stella, and none of the options I've chosen have flirt. But we have been kind of flirty. Do we want to have a thing with Stella? I guess that's a fucking save. That's a save file. I mean, I kind of do like Stella. She's fine. She's a bit insensitive and rushes headlong into things that I wouldn't recommend. But the best part of Stella is Gretchen. I mean, Gretchen is wonderful. The alternative is that maybe we can get Tabitha and Stella to hook up. Like, I kind of want that to happen. A part of me is, like, wanting that to happen. I think I want that route, honestly. It's purely platonic. You should talk to her alone. You two need to reconcile. Okay. I'll talk to her, but I'm not talking to her alone. We're doing this together. The two of you join Stella, perching on the old log on either side of her. God, Nori, that ghost really did a number on you. I'm so sorry. Also, we are old now. That's actually true. There's a problematic age gap now. You had Nori worried all day, you know. Looks like you got into some trouble, too. Or you're all covered in blood. I think a lot of it is paint, actually. Paint? What? This is where your parents died, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's only good if I'm the younger one. Okay, Jess. You shouldn't be saying things like that, but you're also very correct. Based and true and real. I'm an adult, I'm allowed to. Yeah, that's true. Oh, it was on the way to college. Oh my god. How did she live? That's crazy. Oh, because she was down? She was laying down and it took off the top of the car? That's crazy. Oh, and she was awake enough to see it all? Oh, there's no way, dude. Oh, I hate that. I hate that for her. Oh my god. Have you been sitting here all day? Yeah. Just waiting. Oh, yeah, O is the right way to say it. Silence falls over the three of you. The wind rustling in the leaves and the sound of the night insects carry on around you, even in the still night. Nothing happened, though. That's probably for the best. Tabby, did I do something wrong after the accident? What? There's whole years of my life that I feel like they just never happened. Like every time I try to remember them, it's blank. I have all these videos sitting on my channel I don't even remember filming. It's scary. Did I do something to push you away? No, all you wanted to do was talk to me, but Pearl Ann wouldn't let you near me. Oh. Tabitha sighs. That's not true. I was an adult when the accident happened. It doesn't matter what Pearl Ann wanted. I need to stop hiding under my mother's coat every time I make a bad decision. I pushed you away, Stella, and I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry. Tabby. I've missed you. I've missed you too. Aww. To the Dead Moms Club for bringing us all together. Fuck this game for putting this thread line through it all. Holy shit. You have no idea how happy I am to see you two getting along. The three of you stare out into the quiet night. I think the accident is probably why I got into ghost hunting. I think I just wanted to see them again. I wanted to know whether I even could. I never found anything, so I eventually gave up. Then last night happened. I ran out here to see if, maybe, it would happen with them too. Even if it meant seeing the crash again, or seeing them all messed up and dead. I just wanted to see them. It's been a whole day. I don't think they're coming. Do you want to say goodbye? Stella sits in silence for a long moment, her breaths slow and even. Goodbye. I love you. Don't worry about me. I'm gonna be fine. She's silent again, as if waiting for a response. No response comes. Aw, that's so sad. But she smiles, a lively glimmer returning to her sad eyes. That kind of felt better. I don't think I've realized how much I've kind of crapped myself in my own head. Thank you for breaking me out of it, you two. Stella straightens up, stretching her back. Gretchen wags her tail, tags jingling in the quiet night air. I know that stretch. That's the time to go home stretch. Thank the Lord, I'll be sleeping in my own bed tonight. Thank you for talking sense into this girl. I love Gretchen. Dude, I love Gretchen. We should probably head back, right? I haven't slept in a day. She doesn't need to hear about this tonight. There's a time and place for everything. We'll tell her tomorrow. The three of you and Gretchen make your way back through the woods before arriving at Stella's house. I don't see any ditchlings. I don't see any Sam Wayne. This is me. Thanks again, you two. It's time for us to get back to the estate, Nori. Tebby, wait, before you go. Aww. Aww. Hell yeah, this is what we're here for. Stella wraps her cousin in a tight hug. Don't be a stranger, okay? Aww. Hell yeah. Never again, I promise. You and Tabitha quietly return to the estate, both of you impossibly exhausted by the days again. Kiss, kiss. I'm sure we'll get there. I've got to crash. I'll see you tomorrow. Stella heads to bed without another word. Go to bed. Exhausted beyond belief, you stumble into your room and collapse on the bed. As your eyes sink, you realize that something smells off about the room. It smells rotten. You jolt awake as the door creaks. Oh. He's here. Uh-oh. That's bad. Maybe. Don't look so frightened. I was just going to say goodnight. And to give you a word of advice. Oh, hey man, can you knock for real? Tabitha won't be around tomorrow. Too busy at the mines. Forbidden places won't be forbidden without her there to stop you. And you might be surprised at what you find. Tabitha won't be around tomorrow. Too busy at the mines. Forbidden places won't be forbidden without her there to stop you. You might be surprised at what you find. Until then, sleep well. Wait. Wayne pauses at the door. Yes? Explore, flirt with Wayne? There's no way. I mean, I am so tempted. I am so tempted beyond belief to flirt with him. You have no idea how bad I want to. Oh my god. I want to flirt with him so bad. So fucking bad. The thing is, we know that he is our mom's ex. Backup save? There's no shot we're gonna flirt with Wayne. I'm sorry. Not this playthrough, but we will definitely save in case we want to. See it afterwards, right? Why does it say skipping? Okay. Alright. We're gonna not flirt with him now. If we want to flirt with him, we'll choose it afterwards, okay? Crazy you can flirt with him? I mean, isn't that crazy? The thing is, we're also old now. Like, who knows? Thanks for looking out for me tonight. Anytime you find yourself in danger, I'll be there for you. I will always be there for you. Why are you following me around? Why not Stella or Kanika or Sybil? Why not Tabitha? Because you're special. But why? Why am I so special? You simply are. Do not feel the ties that bind us? They are unbreakable. Is MC Nora dad? No, actually. I don't think so. Sam Wayne might be our dad. I found my family's death records today. Things aren't adding up. Good, you're starting to see the holes then. Look for more. I'm glad you're okay. I was worried Reese might have... Wayne emits a strange kind of coughing sound. You realize he's laughing. He managed to catch me off guard. Those constructs of his were an interesting little trick, but that's all they were. Good night, Nori. Wayne leaves your room and closes the door behind him. The damp smell of the mattress is starting to become almost welcoming, a sign that now daily horrors of Scarlet Hollow are behind you, at least until the sun inevitably rises once again. You close your eyes, your body exhausted, succumbing to sleep almost immediately. As you drift off, you think of Reese, trapped in that tiny windowless room. All of his greatest fears realized, his body no longer his own. But you stopped him from killing Dr. Kelly. The world, at least for now, is protected from him. And then you think of nothing. This is the end of episode 4. Episode 5 will release in 3 days, I think, if I remember right. So we'll save here. You've unlocked hardcore mode? Hardcore mode allows you to select 3 traits at character creation, but you'll no longer be able to use your traits to avoid the consequences of major decisions. Oh, interesting. Yeah, they're splitting off into 2 parts now, though. Oh, really? It's that long? With this world state in episode 5, please save your game now. Alright, we'll save here. Yes. Okay. Oh, interesting. They did a good job. I wonder if the cat is actually Sam Wayne, actually, now I'm thinking about it. I think it makes sense. I love that. Wednesday, the snake spoons the cat and nubs the small monster. Interesting. Oh, that did not main menu us. Oh, okay. Hardcoded mode is interesting. I do most of my runs on it. Oh, really? Coffee, how many runs of this game have you done? And have you tried all of the traits? Do you think there are still scenes and images that you haven't seen yet? No comment? Why no comment? I think it's interesting and I think it's neat. Definitely? Oh wow. I think this game is really cool. And if you play this game a lot, I don't think there's any problem with that. I'm gonna be so for real. Because I haven't done every trait combo, I don't think. Oh, because there's like double ones, right? We've encountered like one double one. And there are some decisions I just don't do. Have you ever done like an asshole run? Where you just play a bad person? No. Interesting. I think it would be interesting to see what it looks like. Have you flirted with Wayne? That's a good question. You know what? I'm gonna boot up the game and flirt with him. We're gonna flirt with him. I haven't. We're going to. Also, I'm looking at the achievements. Only 29% of people have mended the broken relationship between Tabitha and Stella. This is the warning for like content warnings and flashing lights and stuff like that. And then this is the ominous warning. I think we've done a very good job of getting like the best outcome so far. Thursday end. One second, coffee. Flirt with Wayne. Oh, there's different options? I miss you today. Wish you dropped in sooner. I like to give you your space. I don't want you to feel like I'm boxing you in. You're free to make choices for yourself. I'll always be there to step in if things get out of hand. Think of me something as like a guardian angel if you'd like. Oh, is that it? For flirting? Okay, we're gonna be a bit more direct now. Boo. Alright. Loading this will lose unsafe progress. Yes. I'm interested in you. I want you. I know I've already won your heart. The bond we could share, Nori. It would be deeper than any bond you could form with anyone else. Wait, is that it? Is that it for now? Thanks for looking out for me tonight. That's what I'm thinking. Interesting. Did you know Reese was like that? It was different. How exactly, I wasn't sure, but now I know. I thought you wanted me to stay at the estate. Aren't you going to lecture me? You're free to make your own decisions, and those decisions have been made. I know that something pulls at you, and now that it's started, I know you cannot stop until you finish your task. I'll keep you safe while you do what you must. Why are you following me around? Not Stella or Kanika or anything. Is it special? Why? Simply are. Okay, we're gonna save again. Here. This is the flirt with Wayne route. I kind of want to see this. I have to. She didn't have it in her to stand by your side. Remember that. She won't be there if you need her. Okay. Page 4, bottom left-hand corner, flirt with Wayne route. Okay. I like that. Alright, now I can quit. Thank you all for coming. I appreciate you all a lot. Oh, we got a new achievement for that. Monster Lover. Express romantic feelings for a certain special someone. 25% of players have this achievement. That's very funny. Thank you all for coming. I appreciate you all a lot. You all have been super, super wonderful. Coffee. I want to look at these achievements. Let me read some of them. A lot of them are just like things that are like you finish episode 2 with animals. Talk with animals. But like, let me look at this. What is today? Today is February 10th. So we got these today. We got one for reading our family's medical records. We did the tea reading. We met Dustin's true enemy, the goat. That's very funny. Find out what happened to Stella. Mend a broken relationship. Interesting. There's a lot going on here. Wow. Interesting, interesting. Okay, well, I'm gonna head out. Thank you all for coming. I will see you all on Thursday for more Dawnguard Skyrim. We're gonna be playing Dawnguard, the DLC. And I will see you all then. Good night. Thank you all again for taking me on this adventure. I will look forward to next week when we do the first half of Chapter 5, I guess. Let me click on Scarlet Hollow. February progress update, I guess. Is there more news? Scheduling update, now releasing in 2 parts. Episode 5, Part 1 will be Episode 5, Friday the 13th at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Part 2 will be releasing next Friday, February 20th, at a time yet to be announced, but likely 10 a.m. Eastern Time. The first part is still roughly the size of all of Episode 4, so there's plenty of plenty to sink your teeth into. Oh, interesting. The first half... Oh, wow. Okay. Alright. So it's 2 weeks, then, for all of it, but it should be enough to play through, I'm guessing? Maybe? So, we'll see. In any case, good night, good night, good night. Bye-bye. I appreciate you all a super, super, super ton. Bye-bye. Good night.